Master 1 is the highest rank on Master Duel's competitive ladder, and achieving that rank ain't easy. These days, only Fiendsmith can do it. Just Fiendsmith and decks that play the Fiendsmith engine, and occasionally anti-Fiendsmith, but mostly just Fiendsmith. And what if you don't play Fiendsmith? How far could you get then? I'm Hardleg Joe, if you didn't know, and that's just what I'm gonna find out. Because each month my patrons assign me a different deck, and I do my best to push it up the Master Duel ladder. This month they chose Melodious, the musical archetype, which is pretty strong, you know. It's got some new support, it's topped tournaments before, and if I had played this last month, the ladder climb would have been relatively easy, a fun old time for all. But of course this month Master Duel dropped Fiendsmith, and you know what can't play a Fiendsmith engine? Melodious. Because most of their best cards lock you into exclusively Melodious monsters, giving them very little flexibility outside of a very small link engine. And because of that, this climb is gonna be a tough one, folks. Will I be able to make it to Master 1 before the end of the month? Will the muses sing of my triumph? There's only one way to find out, so grab a snack and lean back, because it's ladder climb time. And welcome back to Ladder Climb. As the intro said, I'm Hardleg Joe, and this month we're playing Melodious, which is perhaps the most underrated deck on Master Duel. Like, it's not the best deck by any means, probably not even in the top 5, but it is competitive. Like, we know that it can compete against the top meta decks because in the TCG and the OCG, it's topped tournaments and everything. We know that it has the power, but for whatever reason, it just hasn't performed on Master Duel. I think in the, 2-3 months it's been out, I haven't run into a single pure Melodious deck on the ladder. I've seen it used as an engine, but as an engine, it's about as unique as the super heavy samurai stuff is. All it does is put 2 bodies on the field and give you pendulum scales. No one actually ends on any of the Melodious stuff. If you had asked me last week what the new Melodious boss monster does, or what the pure Melodious end board is, I would not have been able to tell you. So this is gonna be a pretty interesting episode, you know. Oftentimes when we start can I get to master with X deck, I already know that I either can or can't make it. But with this one, I'm genuinely curious. I have no idea, especially since we just got a notification here. A new selection pack is available, and it contains the Fiendsmith and the Azamina stuff, and also Exodia, but that's far less impactful. If you don't know, which you probably do by the time this comes out on YouTube, Fiendsmith, one of the strongest engines. It's up there with Snake Eyes and Tearlament. It's the new best thing. It's dominated the TCG for a year. And I have no idea how it plays against Melodious. Maybe we'll have an advantage against them, maybe they'll kill us in half. The only way to find out for sure is to test it out. Although first, I suppose I should show you the actual deck. So here's the list that we're playing, and it's fairly standard. Unlike last month with the White Forest, there's not a whole lot of variation with Melodious. It's a pretty standard core. I've got a couple little tech cards in there, but really the main thing we're going to be changing over the month is just what kind of hand traps we play, what kind of board breakers. For the moment, I'm being pretty simple. You know, we've got Max C, we've got one Max C Light, which I just happened to pull out of a master pack, Ash Blossom in Perm, the regular tax, and a Triple Tactics Talent to stop if we get hand trapped. Just draw a few more cards. I think the only kind of unique thing I'm playing is we're main decking Droll and Lockbird, and that's because it doesn't really hurt Melodious all that much. If you go full combo and get the perfect thing you want, this deck searches twice. Everything else is summoning out of the deck or dumping stuff from the deck into the graveyard and then adding it back to hand, or other such things like that. If they Max C us or hit us with one of the Mulcharmies, we can get our 2 draws in, give them 1, and then just Droll and Lock and continue to do the rest of the combo. And obviously if we're going second, we can hopefully stop them from comboing and go in. Again, no idea how that plays against the Fiendsmith. The other big variety that's very popular with this is the Herald cards. Herald of Orange Light in particular is really strong in this deck because all of the Melodious cards are fairies. I tried that version out, but in testing I didn't like it because giving up 2 cards to negate 1, usually not really worth it. But again, who knows? That's something that we can experiment with as the month goes on. As for how to actually play the Melodious, we're going to jump into solo mode. I'm going to run you through the combo because the combo will show off pretty much everything that's in this deck and how it works. If you already know how Melodious works, you can just use the time codes below, skip ahead to the first duel, or to any duel if you want. I mean, I'm not your dad. I'm not going to tell you how to do things. Although, while you're clicking on YouTube or whatever, if you want to maybe hit that like button, maybe subscribe if you're not subscribed, I mean, I'd appreciate it. Every little bit helps, you know. Otherwise, let's go ahead and jump into Melodious 101. Alright class, welcome to Melodious 101. Settle down, put your cell phones away, it's time to get learning. Now I'm going to show you the strongest 1-card combo that Melodious can do. They actually have several 1-card combos and they can pivot pretty easily, but the best one involves Ostinato. Now it is worth mentioning that this is an unsearchable spell card. Like, you play it at 3, and if you do open it, it's great, especially because it's not once per turn, so even if they ash it, you could just activate it again. But most of the time, you're not going to be doing this combo. The reason I'm doing it this way is because this still shows the best possible end board, and by doing it, we're going to go through almost every single card in the deck, or at least all the relevant ones, so that'll teach you what they do, so in the future when we do, like, more complicated combos where we're getting interrupted, where we have to pivot, hopefully you understand what's happening. So this card says, if you control no monsters, fusion summon a Melodious using 2 monsters from your hand or deck as material, and then you destroy it during the end phase. That's not important. We're almost never going to do that. So we're going to use this, and we're going to make Baka, the Melodious Maestra, by using the 2 Pendulum cards. They only have 2, so you don't have to learn that many. There's a purple one and a red one. So when this is fusion summoned, or when it's special summoned rather, you can summon a Melodious from your deck. And a neat thing about this is it also says that while you control this fusion summoned card, the activated effects of Melodious fusions can't be negated. So keeping this on does offer a little bit of protection as well. That also means they can't ash this. They can imperm it though, because it'll negate her effect that prevents her from being negated, which is weird, but you know, a little bit of protection helps. So we're gonna go for Shopina. This says, once per turn, target a light fairy in your graveyard, add it to your hand. You can't activate non-lights for the rest of the turn, but fortunately the whole archetype is light. So we're gonna add back Couplet, which is the weirdest poplar in the game. When it goes to your hand, except by drawing it in your normal draw, you can reveal it, and then special summon a level 4 Melodious from your hand or graveyard. So it doesn't summon itself, it summons anything else. So we're gonna get the other Pendulum from the graveyard, Refrain. When Refrain is summoned, it searches a Melodious monster from the deck. And we're gonna use that to get Soprano. And now this is your other, like, 1-card combo. If you get this, it can get to other things, you know, you have a whole lot of openings. But if you do it this way, then you get both of them without ever having to use your normal summon. So next, we're going to put Couplet in the Pendulum scale. While this is a spell card, you can add a Melodious spell trap from your deck to your hand. There's only one worth playing. I think there's only 2 in the game. Hopefully they add more at some point. Either way, this is good enough. It lets you fusion summon a fairy using monsters from your hand, field, and or pendulum zones. So we can use this, and we're gonna make our big boss monster, Etoile. Requires a Maestra and 2 Melodious monsters. So Shopina is a Maestra, and then we're gonna use the Pendulum on the field and the Pendulum in the pendulum zones. She's a dancer, she's dancing around. Now these say, if a Melodious is fusion summoned, while this is in the extra deck, you can put them in the pendulum scales, making these the freest fusion summons ever. They immediately just come back, and now you've got pendulum scales. You could just do whatever you want. So we've got everything. This also has an effect you can target a fusion monster, send a Melodious from your deck to the graveyard, and then it gains attack. The attack boost almost never matters. We're just using it as like foolish burial. Next, we're going to normal summon the Soprano. This has many effects. We're not using them yet. This is what we call a 1.5 card combo. You will have to discard a card to make this work, but it can be any card. So we're going to use these two, and we're going to make Bloom Harmonious, the Link. So when the Link is summoned, you can discard a card, special summon 2 Melodious with different levels from your deck to the zones this points to. So we're going to chain block. This will be Chain Link 1. You can send off literally anything. The fusion spell says that if a Melodious fusion is sent to the graveyard, you can shuffle this into the deck, draw a card. So you're never out of like fusions. You can just reuse this every turn. Also, Baka floats. If this is sent to the graveyard, you could special summon a Melodious from the graveyard in defense position, except itself. So we're gonna go for Shapina again. Just resolve all this. Bam. You get that card back that you sent off. And then we're going to summon Aria and Elegy. Bada bingo, bada bango. Now this is a soft once per turn. Because it went to the graveyard and came back, we can use its effect again. Get this back from the graveyard to our hand. And now we can Pendulum Summon. We're gonna Pendulum Summon that Soprano. Because when it's special summoned specifically, you could target a Melodious in your graveyard, add it to your hand. And I mean, why wouldn't we? We'll get back that Sonata that we sent to the graveyard all those many moons ago. Also, while this is on the field, you can fusion summon using itself and other Melodious you control. So we'll activate this, and we're going to make Schuberta using itself and the Link. Bada bingo. And then finally, Sonata says if you control a Melodious, you can special summon it from your hand. So there you go. 1.5 cards get you 6 monsters on the field and the Pendulum Scales. Now what do these monsters do? Because unlike most combo decks, Melodious doesn't have any negates, and in fact it only has a couple things of disruption. The main quality of it is that they offer unparalleled protection. Aria says, while this special summoned card is on the field, Melodious monsters can't be targeted and they can't be destroyed by battle. So none of these can be targeted, none of them can be destroyed. Our board is very safe against anything unless it doesn't target. Although Elegy says special summoned Melodious monsters can't be destroyed by card effects. So even if they have Raigeki or Dark Hole or a non-targeting pop, they can't use that either. It also gives 300 attack to all fairies if it's special summoned. Sonata gives 500 attack and defense to everything, which is why all our monsters are so huge. Shapina does nothing, it's just follow-up. Next turn we can add a card back from our graveyard. Schuberta is triple DD Crow. Once while this is on the field, quick effect, target 3 cards in any graveyard, banish them. This gets 200 attack for each. And then finally, probably the only big removal we have, but I mean damn, it's Étoile. It says quick effect, banish until the end phase any number of Melodious monsters, and then return that many face-up cards your opponent controls to the hand. So theoretically, we could banish the whole field and return up to 6 cards to the hand, non-targeting bounce. Realistically, we're probably gonna do 2, maybe 3, and then keep like the Elegy and the Aria there to just like last as protection. And then this will just come back. And of course, the neat thing about that is that like, you banish 3, then you get this off the field to bounce something, and then during the end phase, this comes back, and it resets the effect so you can banish 3 more cards from their graveyard, just in case they were trying to set up for next turn or something. And that's pretty much all the tools we have. There are a couple other extra deck monsters we can make. This one's just a big beater that can attack twice. This one's essentially Yubel, like they take the damage and it destroys whatever it attacks. But yeah, we're basically just doing these along with a couple generic links and trying to disrupt our opponent a lot and then attack for 1,000,000 points of damage. The only Melodious I didn't talk about is our one of, which most decks don't even play, because it's basically just like a Sonata, it's just a free special summon. Big loud truck. I'm only playing it because it's a level 4 and there's a couple like hands where you can make Baguska. which, okay, there for a second I was like, did I forget Baguska? No. Every once in a while you want to make Baguska, and you have a lot of ways to search or summon Melodious from the deck, so this can really help with that, especially if you've got your links. It can also change a Melodious's battle position, which is occasionally useful because a lot of stuff summons them in defense. So there's the perfect field. Will we be able to get it off consistently? Will we be able to do it? I mean, we'll have to watch to find out. Let's jump on the ladder and see what happens. Okay, here we are, the first real duel. The actual first duel didn't count. Our opponent surrendered immediately. Nothing was done. They're making us go first. So I guess we can see what we can do against Tenpai. Now, we are potentially weak against hand traps, depending on how many openers we open. And we didn't open any of our openers. See, this really sucks, because oftentimes what you would do is if you had something plus Sonata, you would make the link 2, and then she can summon 2 Melodious from your deck. But what you really want, especially against something like Tenpai, is the Aria, which we opened with in our hand. So that kind of puts us in a little bit of a tricky pickle. Let's try this. We'll put out the songstress, the sonata, soprano, whatever. I'm gonna get all my musical terms messed up. And then this is a built-in summon, so they can't even, like, respond to it. Check it out. 2 of them things. Max C. Unfortunate. That's about as bad as it could get. Okay, so we're gonna fusion summon, or try to. If they have the imperm, then we can link summon. So, let's see, we can Baka... Summon Refrain. Refrain gets us our 1 search. We'll get Couplet. God, that's really tempting, but no, I don't want to give them another draw. Put this in the pendulum scale. Get a search, hopefully. Damn. Alright, so those were our 2 searches. This searches and that searches. Oh, I have to wait for them to draw again. Okay, so we Bloom Harmonist here. They'll get 1. This will discard the Fuelos. Then we'll activate this. We'll summon back Soprano. And then we should be able to Droll Lock because I just drew, right? Imperm, damn. Okay, so we're gonna Droll Lock. They won't be adding any more cards. So we get this here. She gets negated. I miss the timing with the songstress. I can fusion summon. Okay, we're gonna use this. Oh, they thinking. They're like, why haven't they stopped? I Ash the Nibiru. Son of a bitch! Discount Hand Trap Warehouse. Yeah, so what I was thinking is, if I had made another fusion, the Schuberta, no monsters. Yeah, if I had made Schuberta, because I fusion summoned while this was in the extra deck, we would put this here, and then we could pendulum summon the Aria and at least have a battle immune monster on the field that can't be targeted. And that might have been enough to save us. But unfortunately, Max C draw into Ash Blossom Imperm Nibiru was just a little bit too strong for us to play through. But I mean, arguably the same could be said of all decks, or at least most of them. I tried my bestest, chat. We just didn't get what we needed to get. Okay, here we are, duel number 4. Going first again, but this time we have something to stop the Maxi. That's all we've lost to so far. And we got the Ostinato. Ash Blossom. Unfortunate, but we do have like 4 other 1-card starters. That's why we play the Triple Tactics talent. If we can get into First Movement solo, or either of the Pendulums, or basically any normal summonable Melodious, I think we're still good. Or another Ostinato, even. There we go. So now we can summon her. Activate. Oh, you got another? There's the Imper. So they got two hand traps for our 1-card starters. Go Sonata. Time to make Bloom Harmonist. Now do you have the 3rd Imperm? I think we just send this off, right? Yeah. Part of me just wants to get these 2 and sit on it, but I think we could do more combos. So let's go for the Songstress and Chopina. So she'll get her effect. We get back this. Special summon. And now we can use this to make Baka. Let's go for you. That will trigger this to summon out of the deck. And we'll get our pendulum scale back. Then we're going to show Pina. That would be good. Unfortunately, using this locks you into exclusively Melodious. So I can't, like, link summon here. All I can do is get stuff, bigger attack. But considering everything can't be destroyed, I think the only thing that's really, like, bothersome is, like, piercing. So we've got targeting protection, we've got big numbers, and we've got Ash Maxi. Not the best setup, but playing through Ash in Perm, pretty good. Come at me, bro. We gotta use this now, otherwise we won't be able to. It has to go to the graveyard. Could just be bait, yeah. There's a lot of better stuff they could summon, but I'm not sure. Cash pretty much has to Zeus in order to clear this. And if they do, it'll also get rid of their Dim Fizz, and they'll have to special summon a bunch. Yeah, Zeus doesn't target, but they'd have to clear their entire board, including their Dimensional Fissure, and I would have a whole 5-card hand to stop them. 1,500. Alright. Oh, they going for the Zeus, baby! So everything dies, but it goes to the graveyard, which means Baka triggers, let's summon back the Aria so nothing can be targeted, and let's draw an additional card because we haven't drawn enough yet already. But she came back! In retrospect, I probably should have taken something else that would actually get my plays started. Big overconfident oopsie on my part, but we're still fine. We'll just wait until we get something better, chat. Yeah, first movement solo requires me to control no monsters. Yeah, we'll just get that out of there. I don't want you getting no field spells. What, are you going to attack into my monster? Did you not learn your lesson last time? Attack all you want. It will not make your pee-pee any bigger. Ooh, okay. So, we're going to normal summon Droll and Lockbird, and we're going to make Haggard Lizardos. Haggard Lizardos. So neat little guy. Banish a monster you control, or in your graveyard, and then make a monster's attack become the same as its original attack. So Zeus goes down to 800, and then if I banished a reptile monster, which is itself, I get to draw 1 card. Yay us. Ostinato? Ash Blossom. Oh no! How unfortunate. Let's draw a couple more cards, chat. We have not drawn enough. Just draw into a 3rd Ostinato. Fuck. Son of a bitch. The attack goes back up. Just gonna maxi in the draw phase. It's fine, it's fine. We can first movement solo next turn, assuming they didn't draw another fucking Ash. Okay, that's definitely not Ash. That gets us out of it anyway. Okay, so first movement solo. We're gonna go for Refrain. Refrain is gonna search us a thing. Imperm. Do I want to be really dickish? Yes, I will be petty. Why did you play into the Imperm column? Well, I guess because they're playing Imperm themselves, but I have more Imperms. So now your Imperm is negated by my Imperm. Okay, then we can put this in the scale. We can get a fusion. We can fusion summon the fusion. We're just gonna make another Baka. We're gonna use the 2 cards. We'll get pendulum scales. We're gonna pendulum summon everything. We're gonna fusion summon everything. Okay, so that was full of mistakes and much more of a grind game than I thought. And we did have to use Max C, but there you go. We did it. Cards. All right, this ain't a brick. This is double, not a brick. We're set. Normal summon. One, two. I'll make this. Yeah, no. Give me that. Let's guys. You and I can go forward now. Oh, that's another deck. Okay. I want this. Get that. And the points. Let me see that's the turn. Alright, we got Inburm, we got DD Crow, we can't be targeted, and we've got a non-targeting bounce. I think that's pretty good. Let's see what they got. They didn't have any hand traps, so they gotta have some board breakers or a shit ton of extenders. Gimmick puppets again. You. Holding down the toggle on. I don't think anything they have is like on activation. So we can like imperm this here and stop them from getting to the rank up magic. Another one. Yeah, this seems like a good time to do this. I'm gonna bounce this one and this one. We'll return both of these to the hand. And then Schuberta is just gonna go ahead and be like, this, and this all seem pretty bad in the graveyard. Bye-bye! Send Gimmick puppets to the graveyard. Okay. Can't respond to that. I don't know which one they're targeting or if it helps them. Up to 2. Okay, so they're gonna try to increase this by level 4. So I think we use this on the other one, and that locks them into just the Link. The Link can probably still do stuff, but it's unclear if they can beat through untargetable things. Oh no! They had a level 8! Who plays Magnet Doll? They can get stuff going, although I'm not sure if having this banished really helps. Okay, they can destroy me during the end phase. They can maybe Zeus. They had the rank up the whole time! Oh snap. Alright, they're getting in for a lot of damage. Can they Zeus? No. No, they cannot. And then Etoile comes back. But they came back. Howdy, howdy. First movement solo, just in time. Change to attack, change to attack. Let's see, is this Imperm? Are they gonna stop me from getting the fusion? No, doesn't look like it. Okay, time for the freest fusion since fusion came to Fusion Town. Using just the pendulum scales. We're gonna search. And then we get our scales back. Called by. Yeah, I guess that does it. Although, that also just, like, loses you the game, right? Like, yeah, I don't get the thing, but I can, like, special summon this. How much damage is this? 99? No, it's not quite game. Wait, wait! The attack boost is relevant! Then we activate the effect. We're going to bounce that out. Return a card to the hand. Yes, please. Put that Gimmick puppet back where it belongs. 4,300. 3,000. 1,700! Take that, gimmicks! Your gimmick is that you suck! And if that's what you wanna say, yeah, if that's what it's all about, good luck moving up, 'cause I'm moving out. Do-do-do-do, I'm moving out! And up into Diamond 4. That's the best I could do. I hope you enjoyed it. We did not brick. Interesting. Purrely, do you have the other one too, or are you just gonna activate both of them? I think I will Ash that. I think I do that more than I summon out of the deck. Oh yeah, this is my arch nemesis player. Ostinato? They don't seem to have the Ash for it, or the other bug, so we could just go full combo. I like to go full combo. You saw it in the opening, so, you know, we won't do anything. Oh, we don't even have to skip it. There we go. I soloed my opponent, like solo in this. I'm trying my best to. Either way, you know, we beat the hand trap and we go up into Diamond 4. Yay us. Uh-oh. Someone's having a case of the Mondays. They do get to go first, though, or second. I guess they prefer to go second. Always good to see Tenpai not doing well. This is pretty neat. Except Melodious. Okay. I think we always have to lead with Ostinato. We can't assume that they have, like, Ash. And we just get to go full combo. Unless they have Imperm. What do you think of the chances they have Imperm, chat? Also, if you're wondering why we put this in the extra monster zone, it's so we can use it to make Gravity Controller. I think we have that. I don't actually remember, though. It's possible we don't have Gravity Controller, and I'm just doing this because a combo video did it earlier. Alright, just like we wrote it up, chat. Full Melodious combo. What can our opponent do? If they're actually on Tenpai, I don't think very much. If they're on, oh, what's that dumb ritual deck that, like, you take the damage? They might have, like, a lava golem. That cooks us. Kaijus cook us. We got a couple things that hurt us. There's a better Ostinato line that ends on 2 Sherbert instead of extra bodies. Oh, these aren't necessarily extra. I like having the bonus attack and the ability to recover next turn. Plus, I mean, honestly, are you gonna need 6 DD Crows? Okay, starting with Heavy Storm. Goodbye, Pendulums. Yep, Tenpai. Okay. I'm very curious to see what Tenpai can do against this board. I wonder if maybe I should put stuff in attack, just cuz. Yeah, we could throw the Droll and Lock out there. I don't know if they're going to be searching anymore, but... Okay, it forces them to use the Kaiman now. Droll again. I guess I could have Drolled again. I wasn't too concerned with it. I mean, I might as well. I'm not going to get a better chance to use this. Your monsters on the field may not be affected, but your monsters in the graveyard are. Okay, so I actually realized they do have a way out of this. If they make Transcendent Dragion in the main phase when they're unaffected, then they go to the battle phase. I can't do anything. Oh, they just went to the battle phase. Yeah, we just do this, right? Because a non-targeting bounce, what are you going to do? You got the Forbidden Droplet? 1, 2, a 3. Oh, they steaming mad. I can hear the sizzling from over here, chat. They're in another state, a whole other county, but I can just hear them. Like, fuck. I didn't know you could triple compulse me, that sucks. See, you don't need that much disruption as long as you got protection. Oh, this would have been a great hand going first. Let it riff. Beyblade, Beyblade, let it riff. Mellow Fusion, let it riff. Yeah, we'll just Ash this. And hope that this is their only thing and not the bait for Ash for their real play. No, that was their only move. Yay. Hello, Cannon. Ostinato, Abyssal, Starfrost, we get the monster and we go all day. Oh no, Ash Blossom on the Ostinato. Unfortunate. You've stopped my most powerful card. Ostinato number 2? Hee hee hee. That would be a shame if it was once per turn. But it ain't. All it says is you have to control no cards, which, don't get me wrong, usually means it's once per turn. But not in this case. Ostinato, Ostinato, I sing vibrato, I do not need to get my things all done. Maxi, again, Ash Blossom. Baka, get me a thing. Specifically, I want this thing. It's weird because the early Melodious, they made like an effort to make them like weird aliens with like big glowy eyes. And then later on, they decided they were just normal anime girls with like regular faces. They were just humans. How come I can't activate this? I activated a non-light monsters effect. Mistakes were made. Dance with me, Lois. Dance the dance of life. And then we can activate a Twal and use Ostinato again because we can control no monsters, if we felt like it. Alright, this is pretty much full combo. Normally we have Shapina here to get us back stuff, but we used Ash to combat the Maxi at the beginning, so we couldn't do that. Okay, Pot of Extravagance. What an extravagant pot you have. Battle phase. Ah, evenly? I'll just activate this. Let's just go ahead and pick you, and you, and you, and you, and also you. And then I'll banish this one. Uh-oh. Now they get to do a bunch of stuff. In the battle phase, they can't OTK us from here, can they? Okay, good. They can set up a bunch of stuff, but they're not gonna stop my monsters. That's what I really like about this. It doesn't say banish them and then special summon them. So like you can't trick this out and then normal summon like a barrier statue. All my stuff just comes back. The effect has already been written into stone. Unless they'd have to put a bunch of tokens or something on my field, and I don't know any deck that does that except Ojamas. Skill Drain is coming? Possibly. We can activate her in response to Skill Drain and bounce it back to the hand. Malwisp. It's a Poplar. Poplar if they were cringe. And then they surrendered. Damn, I was actually kind of interested to see how that would work out. At the end phase, all my stuff would come back and I could use Shuberta to get their stuff out of the graveyard, unless they created like a monster negate to stop it. I was sitting there like thinking through the lines. I was like, okay, I can attack, but they might have Conqueri, and I'm unfamiliar with their like new Link 4 that they have and what that does. A pity. I think we'll still probably keep that in though, because it's neat to see that like, yeah, evenly doesn't break this board. It just kind of temporarily gets rid of it. Alright, so the deck's not doing terrible, but every time we lose, it's because of Max C, and while Droll is a decent idea, it doesn't seem to be working the way I want. So instead, we're gonna switch it out for the Herald of Orange Light. That might be a little bit more effective, it might be a little dead, but I figured we could at least test it out. This is barely different from the other one, so I'm not even gonna like add a number to it. It's just Mark 1B. It's an alternate version of that. In addition, we also did change up the extra deck a little bit. We added a gravity controller. Oh, and I put a third Max C in here. I thought it was already at 2, and it's at 3, so we might as well play it at 3 for the last day we can. Let's jump on the ladder. We got about an hour left. See how many more duels we can get with this. You can dance, you can jive, having the time of your life. Ooh, see that deck, watch it swing, digging the singing queens. That's the thing, I'm going to sing a song every time we're about to rank up. I hope you enjoy. Some people, they really like the singing. Some people, not so much. We didn't brick though, that's good. Normal summon. Search. There we go. It's really weird, you know, I talked at the beginning of this, how like, I don't see any Melodious on the ladder. I've barely run into it. But you wouldn't know that from the way people react to normal summon Melodious. This has to be like the third or fourth time I've activated Ostinato or summoned a monster and my opponent just went, nah, I ain't going out like that. I'm good. They just couldn't handle the ABBA. What can I say? Either way, we rank up into Diamond 3. I spent more time looking for a song to sing than I did actually playing that duel. They really like, I don't want to have to deal with special summon cards. I'm going to play 3 Max C. I'm going to play 3 Purrely. I'm even going to play 3 Fuelos. I'm going to play 9 Max Cs. But of course, then I don't have enough room for my engine and the hand traps that I want to draw So it's fine. We'll just play a 50-card deck with 9 Maxis, and the math works out. So you can't just play these because it's no use unless they draw you into stuff. So you gotta play the Effect Veilers and the Ash Blossoms, and 2 Ghost Bells. One is not enough, plus the 1 Nibiru, and the 3 Imperm. But then also, what if your opponent still builds a board and you can't break it? You've also got to have board breakers as well. Okay. This is not a brick. It's close, but no cigar. Hello there. I would like to search a monster. Am I allowed to do such a thing? They will. Alright, give me the other pendulum scale. Put that there. They got something. Let's get this. Fusion. Maxi, not today. I am a true gamer. I've got the Royal Ash. Can't be negated. Not unless you've got a Royal called by. Let's see, when I don't have anything in the graveyard, do I still go for the... No, I go for Sonata. Pretty sure. We go for the Sonata. We special summon this. Now we can activate this. We make the Etoile. And we need to do this very carefully. So you need to go first because you'll be the last resolve. So this first, we're going to summon back the Soprano, and then this. And that way we shouldn't miss the timing, because the last thing that'll happen is it gets summoned. Sure, why not? Summon, and then this grabs back the Cannon. Now, unfortunately, unlike the other one, Cannon is actually a hard once per turn, just for later. Okay, so then we're going to Pendulum Summon Cannon. And I've got a choice here. I could either make Schuberta and have the graveyard stuff, or I can make Aria and have the protection. And I think I'd rather have the protection. Actually, before we decide, let's triple tack. Look at our opponent's hand, and then we can make an informed discovery. Yubel. Okay, if that's the case, then we don't want high attack, we don't want destroyed by battle. Yeah, we'll shuffle that back. We go for Aria Elegy? No. Because we know that they have I'm Seti. And if they want to try to do that, that's fine. We can wait until they get 2 in there and then just banish them both from the graveyard. They can also do that. Any number of Melodious you control. Okay, they don't have to be face up. Yeah, that's fine. Battle phase. Yes. So we get to summon 1. Let's go for Baka. Nothing else. Oh wait, we could just get another Schuberta. Sure, whatever, buddy. Howdy, howdy.
I'm back.
Yeah, we just do this now. That way, if they draw like a fiend off of the Seti, they can't automatically make the purple bitch. And also, we'll activate this while we're at it. So at most, they're getting a rank 8 in main phase 2. And they're not even going to try. Don't blame them. Ash Blossom. Oh no! That would really suck if I didn't have this. Let's go ahead and get our second Soprano. Flip. Activate. Get back this. Then we all go up in rank. And then we just attack for 1,000,000,000,000 points of damage. We did it. We beat Yubel. And all we had to do was open Ash Blossom and Max C and Triple Tactics Talent. Oh, this game. This game. How long has it been since I faced Tenpai, chat? I don't think we've opened with this yet. See, this is unfortunate. If this was Drollin Lock, it might do something against the Max C we're about to be hit with. Okay, we didn't get hit by Max C. Anything but Imperm, please. Alright. Okay, everything is working out fine so far. I feel like they've got something, but they're not doing it. Oh yeah, we want to do that last to see if they Ash. Maybe they've been saving it. No? Got nothing in the graveyard to add. I think we just go for this. Target you, send... Yeah. 1 second. Okay. Send Chopina. I haven't used anything that's not a fairy or a light monster, right? Right. Okay, we're gonna give up the Herald of the Orange Light because we don't have any fairies in hand to use it. Baka first to summon back Soprano. Then Concerto, then Bloom Harmonist. That way we summon our things, then we draw after we get the stuff out of the deck, then we summon the one girl last so that we get the effect that can miss the timing if we do it any other time. Another first movement solo. And then the Songstress gets us back Chopin. We have to give up some of our protection, but I think it might be worth it to get all three. Yeah, okay. We're gonna make Schuberta using you. Then we're going to Pendulum Summon Chopin. Chopin activate. Get us back the Soprano. Normal summon the Soprano. Activate, summon Etoile. And there we go. That's how you can get mostly full combo by just starting with Refrain. We miss out on the non-targeting protection and the attack boost, but we still have most of the stuff that matters. We really just gotta hope they don't hit us with Raigeki. I like to imagine they're over there with like 2 imperms in hand, like, oh, never mind. The whole time I've been sitting here like, as long as we don't get Forbidden Droplet, but that'll end us. Oh, okay. Don't tell me you got called by 2. No, come on! That's rude! You're rude! Triple tack. Draw 2 cards? Yeah, we gotta wait. I want to try to make this productive. There's a chance they draw Ash or another called by off of this. But I want to make them commit to stuff before I maxi, so they don't just like pass on this. No, I'm SETI. If only this was a called by. Yeah, now's the time to do it. I got 1 card left in hand. Is it Ash or called by? Doesn't look like it. Oh, they had the Forbidden Droplet too. They were all prepared. I never stood a chance. Oh, I need another. I need another thing. That ain't a monster. That is. But they would have to do something, and I think they're just going to battle. Am I just dead anyway? Yup. Touché, salesman, touché. This is an interesting one. I mean, Ostinato does it. Do we get to go full combo? I've always wanted to go full combo. My parents would never let me as a kid. They said it was bad for the blood sugar. Okay. There we go. It's mostly full combo. We're just missing the attack boost. Nibiru? What are you, a silly boy? Do you not understand how this works? Unless they've got Imperm as well. No. They're just a silly boy who doesn't understand how this works. Bye-bye! Continue your main phase? Nah, I'm done. Anyway, let's just, bring all those back. We'll bring those monsters back that we banished. The big-ass rock cannot stop the opera! We have the better rock! That's how that works, yeah? The rock just, like, sadly goes back to their hand.
I have nothing to tribute, I'm sad now.
Purrely. Oh, okay. Yeah, we just activate this. It's unfortunate. I feel like this would have been a much funner duel if I didn't have Maxi, but I ain't gonna lose just because it would be interesting. Ah, the worst top deck. Just in time, buddy. I mean, I could have stopped that anyway. That's worth doing. Bad puppy. Uh-oh. I'm in danger! Please draw 2. Oh, okay, thank the Lord. If they had stolen my monsters, they might have been able to stop me. What are you doing here, little one? Oh, the surrender button. Yeah, I guess my attack is too high to do anything about that. Of course, you can't summon after you do that. If Typhon could lock down all the high attack monsters and then do stuff, it would be brutal. Oh, you poor sweet summer child. Yeah, go ahead and attack. It don't do a whole lot. This is a non-targeting bounce, so they can get rid of it that way. There you go, good job. End phase, yeah. I don't want to have to deal with, like, the stuff in the graveyard, so let's just in case you've got a Bystial. I don't think you would, but we'll take the light out of your graveyard. And also now we're bigger than Typhon. Activate effect? Is that an imperm? Doesn't look like it. Okay, time for the free fusion, chat. And they surrendered. Yeah, all we had to do was, like, get Baka, bring back Sonata, make a Twal again, and then just attack over everything. Neat duel, though. Not often you get to see the Nibiru dodge. What I want, I got, and I find it hard to handle. Like a flame that burns a candle. The candle feeds the flame. Yeah, yeah, what I got going second and maybe ranking up now. I don't got it. Oh, we got Max C. I completely lost the tune. I like the very start of that song, and then the rest of it's like, it's alright. Ashened, you say? So, I believe every card is like, if you control the field spell, you can special summon them. So, we best to just activate this now. Normal summon. Add 1 Ashened card. Honestly, go off, King. I'm curious. I want to see what happens. They're like, fuck, I thought he would Ash that. During the main phase, you can fusion summon, using monsters on either field as material. That puts me in a tricky pickle, chat. I don't have any spell trap removal. And this locks me into Melodious for the rest of the turn. But they need big, strong monsters in order to do stuff, right? Face up special summon monsters your opponent controls become pyro. Oh, during your turn only. Well then. Yeah, let's just first movement our solo. Oh hey, it's Vados. I know that guy. I wonder how this resolves. Do I still get the summon? I do still get the summon. Okay, now I have pyro monsters. It's a pity we can't get to level 5. No target me, please. Yeah, we do this. Do I want to do that? No. I believe they have the trap can pop this, and then if this leaves the field, destroy all monsters on the field. So I need to get out my gal who can't be destroyed. I can't do this if I control non-melodious monsters. Fuck, this has never come up before. We're in uncharted territory, chat. I didn't realize they countered me so thoroughly. Okay. Well, we got Elegy. Okay, so now we're pretty safe. Unless it makes it to their turn and then they fusion summon. Because that doesn't, that we don't have any protection against that at all. We're gonna do this. Okay! I was genuinely worried there for a second. I'm like, fuck, if they could fuse with my monsters, I am not certain what I can do against that, and I'm not certain if I can OTK them with this hand I've got. The putting a non-fairy, non-melodious on my side of the field really kind of messed with me, but I don't think they realized that. They just saw me making plays, and it's like, okay, well, I'm not doing this. This is just like every other Ashen duel. I mean, they got into Diamond 3, so I shouldn't be shit-talking them too much. You get overconfident, and that's where the downfall comes. But either way, pretty good. I think that's probably the last duel we got of the day. So, you know, next time, we go into Diamond 2 and see if we can get into Master against Fiendsmith. Oh boy!
Hey! So, any light fiends in the audience tonight?
Oh, you suck.
Alright, who said that?
And welcome back to stream number 2 of Melodious. It's been a couple days, and not much has changed about our deck. We're playing pretty much the same deck, even though a lot has changed in Master Duel. Specifically, we got a new set, and it's one of those sets. Just like Tearlament and Snake Eyes before it, the new year brings a new, most powerful meta deck. In this case, it's the Fiendsmith. Fiendsmith is here, very powerful engine, slots into everything. Who knows, maybe we'll put it into Melodious. Probably not, but you never know. And in the meantime, that's really not going to change up a lot about what we do, at least for the time being. I know they're weak against graveyard stuff, so maybe we might put in some DD Crows. We can't play the Bystials because a lot of our decks lock us out of summoning things that aren't light, or a lot of our plays do, rather. Although there is one change we have to make, because in addition to everything else, they have updated the ban list. They have made the first important step in what I hope will be a trend. I have wanted for so long for the bug to be gone, and frankly it's kind of infuriating that they're moving so slowly. And I hope that that's what they're doing, that they're gonna go from 2 to 1 to 0 and get rid of this thing and not keep it at 2 like the OCG. But for now, we'll take what we can get and finally say rest in piss to the fucking Maxi. I don't want you here. No one will miss you. Anyway, let's go ahead and put our one Mulcharmy in there, which is gonna do almost the same thing. There you go. Otherwise, the deck is gonna remain the same. I'm not even gonna bother changing it. It's essentially the same thing. Let's go on the ladder, see how it goes. All right, so we finally win a coin toss. If you're just joining us, we had the first 3 games of the day where we lost the coin toss, opened no hand traps, and then got Max Seed or Fiendsmith comboed. It has not been good. We're down into Diamond 3 again, but I feel like that's more luck than anything to do with our deck. This time we can hopefully go full combo, full-ish combo. Let's see. Imperm. That's one of the few things that stops us without triggering the triple tactics. We do have the gravity controller. I'm unfamiliar with this combo line. I know it shuts us off of the Melodious bloom, the Melodious link, but it does let us continue. Because that goes to the graveyard, we get to summon Refrain. They got something they can do. Searchy search. Okay, we're going to normal summon. Plan B time. Can they play through Baguska Imperm Maxi? Okay, they've got an Imperm of their own. There's one. Lurie. Do a Maxi of our own. They've got Crossout Designator. Okay. You don't Imperm this because it can tribute itself as a quick effect. They'll just dodge out of the way. They get Engraver. Target 1 non-link, equip it, and it gets 600 attack. Okay. They've already normal summoned. I think we Imperm this. That way they can only get rid of one of my cards. And then if I draw any monster I can normal summon. They had Sharvara. The problem with Fiendsmith, especially in Master Duel, is that unlike a lot of other cards and archetypes, I have no idea of knowing what else they could possibly have. It's easy when someone plays Snake Eyes or Fire Kings to know what kind of tools are at our disposal, but this could be literally anything. Card in the extra monster zone cannot be destroyed by battle with a monster in the main monster zone. I forgot it had that effect. Neat. Wave high, King Caesar. Okay, I definitely need a monster. That ain't it. Yeah, SP would have been able to clear the board and then have some disruption for next time. I mean, I'm still not destroyed by battle, even though I do still take the damage. Okay, second chance. That's a monster, and I can't use this because this can negate it. When a spell trap or monster effect that special summons a monster is activated. So we just normal summon this. We just make SP. Someone was saying I activate this, they negate, we steal. What would we do when we steal it? I guess we could then link that away, but it would use this. They activated a monster, so we get to draw 2 cards. Okay, we added this to our hand, except during the draw phase. Which means we can summon the Refrain. Refrain effect. Get ourselves a Maestra. So we put this in the Pendulum Scale first. Then we Concerto. We're just gonna make Etoile. Using the 2 things on the field and the Maestra. And then both of these go back into our scales. Pardon me. And then we will Pendulum Summon. No Raigeki for you! Now we can't attack directly because we used SP this turn, but we've got some pretty cool stuff. Battle Phase! Just stare at them and then back away slowly. But now we've got a triple bounce and protection, plus SP. Oh, hello. Yeah, that's not even once per turn, so if I bounce it back, they just get it again. And if they search Birth, they could just bring it back even if I banish it with SP. So yeah, we're just giving up the SP. Wait, no, now they don't get the damage or the search. Yep, they got rid of the link, but at this point we have SP anyway, so why would we? Okay, they've got this, so they can crash with Sonata. During the main phase, if this is in your hand... This card is is sent to the graveyard. Do we bounce this, chat? And just let them go off in main phase 2? Yeah, I think if they've got 2 cards or whatever, let's just let them do it. That way they don't get the trap on board. All our stuff comes back at the end of the turn. And Etoile's still gonna have like 3,600. Oh, yep, it was Yubel. I was like, what are they gonna do? Like, I shudder to think of almost anything they could make that's reasonable that I wouldn't just be able to attack over with 3,200. It was Yubel all along! With also Kashtira and Unchained. Alright, well, this is bad for us, chat. This can link off with our monsters. This can negate our ability to dodge out. And on top of everything, they're gonna have full Fiendsmith combo so they can negate even more stuff. I should have just let them get the trap. One, 2, 3. Yeah, I think they have more disruptions than I have monsters. All I have to do is clear the field and then I can Ostinato. I think we have to do this. It's just a matter of what do we get rid of. I think it has to be this, because almost everything else I can kind of dodge out of. This would send it to the graveyard so I'd get a float. Oh wait, yeah. We have to do that because we have no way to get rid of it. 2, 3, 4, 5. Negate everything. And this doesn't target, so they can't use that. They can target it with that. Yeah, let's try it right now. They'll negate. They will link summon. But your SP gets negated, because everything's negated. Okay, so we go to the battle phase. We crash this. What do you mean the last card was fucking Yubel? Yep, that does it. So close. We could have crashed, summoned something else, went into that. It's just crazy. I feel like I don't, like... They're just like another step up. They have so many more things to do. Were they even playing hand traps? Yeah, they got hand traps and they got to play through all that. Yeah, they just attack into us and we die. Damn. And we're still on a losing streak. We have yet to win a game. It's not going good today. But who knows? Maybe this one will turn out better. We've got a hand trap, but oh no, we got 2 hand traps. Okay, E-Biscuit. It's the Fiendsmith. Yeah, I think we saved the orange light because right now our only combo is normal summon this, special summon this. If we hit the sequence, that should at least stop the Fiendsmith part of the combo. And if they keep going after that, and it's clear they're going to make something we can't stop, then we can orange light them. Yeah, the sequence. And this is where we imperm them. Because now they can't fusion. I think they can use the spell to fuse, but they can't equip it so it doesn't do anything. Set 3 pass. Alright. That turned out to be the right call. Another one. This is really unfortunate. We're going to put it all on the Bloom Harmonist. Okay, I think we battle first. Yeah, and the problem is we have the triple tack and we have this. We have all this stuff to stop monster effects, and they set 3. Yeah, I think we have to try for it. Maybe they're bluffs. And we have to discard this. Yeah. You fucking what, mate? Yeah, I have to do this. And really, my only hope now is top deck Ostinato. Oh wait, no, that won't even work, because as long as they have Engraver in the graveyard, they could just do full Fiendsmith combo. I thought any 2 monsters was full Fiendsmith combo. Yeah. Yeah, so now even if I get the Ostinato or whatever, I can't do anything. They shuffle 3 back, they make the Desiree, they equip. Yeah, we really just went, like, on that first stream, we went on a pretty big, like, win streak going all the way up into Diamond 2 off the back of having a pretty good resource loop, and this is just a whole other level. Alright, time to change up the deck, I guess. Alright, everyone, things have not been going good, as you just saw. We have not won a single game today. It feels like everything is just on a whole other level. So, we're gonna have to go hard in the paint. We're gonna have to go hard like my leg and get completely serious here. Which means we've taken out Cannon. This thing is nice to have as a bonus, but it's not essential. We've taken out the other for fun fusion, and we've replaced it with another copy of Bloom Harmonist, just in case we want to make a second one. I think everything else in the extra deck I'm good with for now, but we might end up removing like a second Schuberta and adding in some more generic stuff. Even though one of the big problems we're having, and the reason we can't really play Fiendsmith, for example, is because our best plays, Ostinato and First Movement, require us to have nothing on the field. And a lot of our other cards, like Couplet, require us to only have Melodious cards. So we're kind of Xeno-locked in an age without Xeno-locks. Makes it a little difficult. But we're gonna try our best. We're back on Droll. We don't want to be playing the Heralds because they're 2-for-1s in a format where every single card has the ability to kill you. You can't be giving up 2 to get rid of 1 because they will have another one that stops you. We need to stop them from all future searches. We're also on the Bystials. These are a bit of a gamble because we summon them and then we have something on the field. But if we get something like a Druis Worm and we have any normal summon, we can make Lizardos. This not only clears itself off the field, but it'll get rid of something with Druis Worm and lower something's attack at the same time. So we can hopefully open up for Ostinato. If that doesn't work, we'll probably replace these with like DD Crows or something like that. See if that works. Either way, we're facing an uphill battle, but we're gonna try our darndest. Melodious Mark II. I'm a little too big. Let's just shrink down and they made us go first, but we have no starters. They're on 47 cards, so hopefully it's not 47 card Tenpai. Alright! Brickfest 2024 has begun. Okay, that's a starter. Assuming it resolves, and it should resolve. Unless they've got Ghost Ogre. I had to jinx myself. Do we use this? Yeah, because it searches another one. Unless this is in perm. Then it just puts a monster on board without getting us any follow-up. At least my powers of prediction aren't completely bad. 2500, end phase. Give me my thing. I want a Druis Worm. Granted, now that they know about it, it's a little easier to play around, but they already seemed as though they were bricking. Unless they had a deck that, like, requires me to have a monster. It'd have to be like that ritual deck. God damn it. Fucking Mikanko. Well, you know what? Fuck you, buddy. Chat's like, Joe, you have to stop talking. Quick, Joe, what are the lottery numbers? This is exactly what we were worried about. Now we have the ability to ostinato, except we can't clear things off because we have nothing to target with Lizardos. And this is not a fairy, so we can't make the link. It can target itself. Oh, we know it for next turn, chat. Reveal this card, add a Mikanko. Okay, and then we're gonna droll and lock again. All the drolls in the world. Okay, they're special summoning a Mikanko from their hand. It can't be destroyed by battle, your opponent takes any damage. Quick effect, target an equip spell, equip it. Special summon a Mikanko with a different name and then return that to the hand. Then equip that. Alright, battle phase. Equip it with an equip spell. I just dead. I'm just dead. Alright. I think that's fine, actually. This is an excellent example of like, okay, so we can summon this, get ourselves a search, we get the purple, because we just happened to open with Aria, max C2, twice as many. So now we can't be targeted by whatever they have. Then we're going to activate Couplet, use the Couplet, then we're going to special summon Sonata just to give them one draw, because now we can activate Droll and Lock. Because we have drawn all the cards we need to draw, everything else is going to be summoned from the deck. Now they won't be able to draw off of it, and because we have Aria, even if they drew Imperm or Veiler, they can't use them. Yep, and they just cannot draw. Yay, Droll, our savior. Yeah, then we will Pendulum Summon this. Time to make Etoile. Yeah. And we need to use her, and her, because we need the draw in order to use the other one's effect. The Bloom Harmonist. Oh, we won't get the draw. Fuck. Because this will get me back something. Because it's more cards on board. We can just get her and her. Fusion Summon, make good old Schubert. There we go. That's pretty much full combo. I'm feeling pretty confident as long as they don't have Yubel. And even then, we can get rid of everything, assuming they don't make the purple thing first. Oh, hello, Fiendsmith. White Forest. We just bounce both of these, right? Yeah. So you and you. So now they can discard the Fiendsmith, but they've already used the Tract. And at this point, Fiendsmith's not a quick effect, right? We could just use this and be like, okay, the Fiendsmith and the Tract and something else, banish it, get it out of there. And there we go! We finally get a win today! All we had to do was go first, open with Droll and Lock, with a really good hand, when our opponent opened two things and Troll, like, basically negated both of them. And then we're good, then we're fine. That's how you get your Zone Eater. It's just one of those days. Well, we didn't brick, but if we had Ash, or if they have Ash, we might as well have bricked. They could still have Imperm. Feels like forever since we've been able to actually resolve these effects. Yeah, this... I think we get rid of the Ash, because the Droll probably does more. Oh, I can't do both. Yeah, I messed that up a little bit. For some reason, I thought I could get this and the other Soprano. And I cannot. Okay, what we're gonna do to make room is we're gonna bounce this out of the way. Now we can pendulum summon both. Do I want the show Pina to come back? No, you know what? Let's go all in. Biggest attack. Biggest one. 4,000. Unless they have Yubel, we should be safe. We just gotta pray that they don't have Yubel. And Chopin just goes to the graveyard. They're like, what the fuck? You took my seat. All right. Draw 2 cards. I hope they were good ones. Oh, I guess that does get rid of the imperm. That ain't gonna do anything. What? What was that? I thought I smelled a little something. That's effective. Yeah, we might as well use this now. Get the spells out of their graveyard, and yeah. Let's just see if they're smart enough to figure this out. What are they taking? They did try to Raigeki me. Okay, they took the Etoile. And now they are bouncing the Aria. The question is, does that come back under their control or mine? Big eye. It's a big eye. Oh, okay. This ain't so bad. Wait, did they oh, they banished the fusion shit. Okay, it still comes back to me. And the effect resets. Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. I'll use it again. And then it comes back again. Funny joke. Preparations. Yeah, you know what? It's any face-up card. Bounce this one. Yeah, I'll return that back. They've got 2 cards. We know one is the trap, and we're still gonna have all our bounces. Oh, we could make Baka. Yeah, good point. Okay, what are my top 5? Droll, Soprano. Lots of Drolls. Yeah, they took the other Soprano. Okay, now I really can't do that. But I think we just win here, right? Droll and Lock. Yeah, maybe if that other one's in perm. I have 28, so even this by itself, if that other back row isn't anything. Yeah, they added Big Bang. And that doesn't stop attacks. Alright! We finally got some Etoile to control. At least we got one decent duel to end off the day, but holy shit. Might have to experiment over the weekend and see what we can do. Things not going great.
Think fast, Chuckle Nuts!
Alright, everybody. Welcome back to stream number 3. It has been a weekend since you saw me last, and while I tried to play several duels over the weekend, it has been some of the worst Yu-Gi-Oh! I've played in a while. Fiendsmith is essentially at full power, and it is everywhere, which has put us back into a hand trap format. It's essentially like it was with Snake Eyes a year ago. You have to open 2, maybe 3 hand traps in order to stop your opponent, and if you don't, things are just not gonna work out for you. And because of that, all our opponents are also on a critical mass of hand traps, which means even if you go first, you're most likely going to get stopped unless they just happen to not open with anything. It really feels like one of those formats where you and your opponent could just compare opening hands and be like, yeah, you got this, go ahead. And in fact, that's how a lot of my duels over the weekend played out. If I started to combo and they activated like a max C and I negated it, they just surrendered. I don't think I played a full game over the weekend. They either surrendered instantly or I should have surrendered instantly because I let them combo and there was no way I could have played through it. So things are pretty bad, and they're even worse because unlike last year where we only had 3 max C to worry about, now we have 5. And don't get me wrong, Mulcharmy Fuelos is not as strong as max C. It's actually balanced, it actually has some restrictions, and many decks can actually play around its effect. But Melodious is not one of those decks. Almost all of their power cards, almost all of their playmakers summon from the deck or the extra deck. So if they drop that, they might as well have dropped Max C. And that wouldn't be so bad if they just banned Max C and replaced it with Fuelos, then we'd be in the same spot we were last year. But they didn't. So now there are 5 chances for them to open Max C, and worse, because those are 2 different cards, they can activate the Fuelos and draw into Max C, activate that, and then they're drawing 2 cards off of everything, so it's even worse than it's ever been. It really is just like, you have to end your turn, or one summon is going to Pot of Greed them. And because everyone's playing under that situation, that means everyone's also playing 3 Ash Blossom, 3 Droll and Lockbird, Crossout Designator, Called by the Grave. So it's just every deck is the same, like 15 cards, and all of them have the ability to end your turn, essentially, unless you happen to sequence around them or draw the one-ofs you need. It's just not great. And I'll be honest, I started this day kind of dreading that I would have to come on here and stream again, but I will not give up in the face of adversity. I will not let the machinations of cruel and greedy men, the CEOs who run this company, to stop me from doing what I want to do. I am going to go in there and ram my head against the wall and do my darndest to get into Master. Because if I can bring you even a little entertainment in these dark times, if I can stand as a beacon of determination, no matter how small that flame may be, then it'll all be worth it. So let's get in there, do this thing, and give 'em hell. Coin flip meta, do-do-do. Coin flip meta, do-do-do. We're actually not really a coin flip because, again, it's more like opening hand meta, right? Like, we can lose the coin toss as long as we open with, like, this, and they don't open with this, then we should be pretty good. Yeah, we just activate this in the standby. And they open with Called by the Grave. So again, this is just one of those, like, I feel like we could have just compared hands. Like, okay, I got the Fuelos, you got the combo from that. Do you have anything that starts the full Fiendsmith combo? Branded. I'm not sure if Imperm will stop Branded. Even if they do, I didn't open with the starter. There's always a chance I can draw one. Yeah, we just gotta try this and hope they don't have anything. Because if they have Branded Fusion, then we won't be able to stop them. There's always a chance that this slows them down enough that maybe we'll be good. And there's always a chance we open like we draw Ostinato for our 6th card. But if not, we might be doomed. That is a starter. Of course, they've got a set card, so if that's in perm, we may be in for a spot of bother. Normal summon, activate. Let's go ahead and get Couplet. Let's use Couplet, because we happen to open with the Aria. We can just throw that out onto the field, and now none of our Melodious can be targeted as we're trying to do our combos. Now, of course, if this is Super Poly that they've set here, we may be in for a big spot of bother. More than a spot, perhaps. But I mean, that would be true regardless of what we do. Okay, Couplet, try to add, no Ghost Ogre. Okay, can we get to Baka? Now, even if they Super Poly here, we can use this and the card in our hand, and they're not doing it. Okay, so let's use our 2 Pendulums, because they'll immediately come back. Alright, let's do Chain Link 1, Chain Link 2, Chain Link 3. I've been ordering it this way because I have seen a little bit more Ghost Ogre, and if you do her last, then they can blow it up and leave you with 1 less material. But oftentimes when I go first, I let her go last because enough people will ash her that it's kind of worth it. We get Chopina. They got something they can do. I don't know what it is. Oh, I can't use Refrain because the Aria is here. I was like, I'll send something to the graveyard, add it back. Okay, this is unfortunate. I have to use my Pendulum Summon here. I think that's still worth it. Let's do that. Yeah, as Rada points out in his Melodious video, for some reason Aria prevents both players from targeting it, which is unfortunate because this can search any Melodious spell trap. Yeah, it's super poly. Okay, so they're super polying here. Dragostapelia. Alright. A fusion monster summoned. Yeah. We can try to put this back. Let's see if they use the thing there. Let's try to fusion summon. Yeah, I think we have to just make a 12. It sucks to give up our Aria. Oh, yeah, it targets. I'm so stupid. We're good, we're good. Let's just send... We're committed, yeah. Yeah, like they could put a counter on me, but it doesn't do anything. The counter only negates while that is on the field. That only activates until the end of the turn. Okay, okay. I think between Called by the Grave, Imperm, and this, we should be good. And yeah, banishing her will remove the counter. Okay, so they got the branded opening back. Discard one card, alright. Another copy of itself. Hey there, buddy. Would be a shame if I had another Imperm. Well, there we go. I would swallow my pride, I would choke on the rise, but the lack thereof would leave me empty inside. I would swallow my doubt and turn it inside out, find nothing but faith in nothing. Wanna put my tender heart in a blender, watch it spin round to a beautiful oblivion. Rendezvous, then I'm through with you. Dun, dun. Oh look, chat, what a surprise. Damn, we open both and they don't do a gosh darn thing. And also, we have like the word begun. The hand trap wars have. That's fine. Go ahead. Draw a face. How do you like it? What do you think about that? Yeah, that's what I thought. The most intense staring contest. Ash Blossom. Well, normal summon? Free special summon? Let's see, if they didn't do anything, they probably have a million billion hand traps. So, we should just go into battle, try to get in first. We'll do everything in main phase too. Battle phase! Battle phase! Battle phase! And let's just be dumb as hell, chat. Let's just be as stupid as a chonker. What do we discard? It's gotta be the Droll, because if they haven't done anything, it's likely they don't have anything, or they might draw one starter, but they probably don't have multiple they can play through. And there's the Ash Blossom. That's fine. We've still got a whole bunch of starters. And it didn't matter anyway. Welcome to the format! I hope you enjoy! At least with that, we get up into Diamond 3. We're slowly getting our way there. Go in first, go in first, we're going first! Movement solo isn't the worst. Yeah. How many times do we summon from the hand? Twice? I think that's fine. Let's go ahead for Refrain. Like, I think we could actually play around this a little bit. We could just do it all as, like, one Pendulum summon. And then they get one draw. Yeah. Yeah, I think we could do that. We get this. We go into a Susibaka. What is this? It's summoned... They summon from the hand, but it's normal or special summon. And what was it? I think the only decks that play this are like Tenpai, right? So we should establish the complete lock. Did I already... Yeah, I already used this. Yeah, we'll just get this in the graveyard. Let's go ahead and activate this effect. Let's put another copy of this in the graveyard. Then we make... We're going to... So we'll get this. That goes back. And then we summon this and this. This grabs you for next turn. Is this a Maestra? No. Okay, so now we give them their one draw. We grab back a card. And then we make Etoile. And if we wanted to give them another draw, we could normal summon this and make the other fusion. But I'm pretty sure this is Tenpai, and we just don't want to give Tenpai anything else. Plus, we've already got stuff to deal with the graveyard. Yeah, that definitely feels like Tenpai. Yeah, I mean, I might as well. It's not like I play it. Ooh, that's not a great start. Okay, and then I think at this point, unless they have exactly Forbidden Droplet, we're just, like, good, right? They can't kill us through all of this unless they happen to get the field spell and they make the Trident Dragion. But if we get to the battle phase and it looks like they're going to do that, we can bounce everything back. So we just take whatever damage we can, and then at the end of the turn, we bounce everything back to their hand. Oh, I see. Wait, now they have no tuners. I think they messed up a little bit. Dora. Yeah, like they can't go straight into... I guess they could go straight into 12. But if they did, they wouldn't have the ability to go into anything else. Yeah, I mean, you could do that. Mine don't target. Okay, so now I can just do 2, right? Because they won't even get a chance to activate Dragion. I just bounce back this and this. And bounce back you and you. And now all you're left is with the Dora, trying its best to be adorable, but it cannot. Main phase 2, they ain't surrendering. They still doing some stuff. Unironically, if they make spheres, that is also a non-targeting bounce, so that gets rid of the lock. Yep, there we go. Alright! We did it, and we did it through a draw card. Granted, it wasn't the most powerful one. If that had been Maxi or the other one, we would have been doomed. But it wasn't. Card was the card that it was, and not a different card, so we won. Alright, so after heroically charging our way into Diamond 3, we immediately got knocked back down into Diamond 4 again. It's rough going out there. It's a tough time for everyone. And unfortunately, there's not a whole lot we can do because we can't add other engines into Melodious. All our best starters require us to have no cards. Even our, like, second best starters require us to have exclusively Melodious. And a lot of our playmakers lock us out of activating anything that isn't Melodious, or at least a light monster. So things are a little rough out there. We can only really change around our hand traps, so that's what we've done. I've noticed that Imperm is not all that effective, and even stuff like Called By, that can be really good when we go first, is a dead card when we're going second. If it gets around to our turn and we don't have hand traps, we're just screwed. We've kept the one Crossout designator because that hits just about everything, and we had one zone open, but we've taken that out for just a pure hand trap lineup. We're going in on Ghost Ogre. That hits some of the Azamina stuff that's been really rustling our jimmies lately. We're going back in on the Herald of Orange Light because that hits anything during either turn. Of course, this requires us to discard fairies, and there is one other fairy hand trap that's not used very often. I already had one. I crafted another one. Everyone in chat is telling me this is a bad idea, but if we're gonna lose, we might as well try something interesting. So we are playing No Material. If you are unfamiliar with this hand trap, it's if your opponent special summons a monster, while you control no cards, discard this, target a monster your opponent controls. That monster cannot be tributed or used as material for a fusion, synchro, Ixie, or link summon. Will this be good? I don't know. It might be able to stop Fiendsmith in their tracks if they can't link away their stuff or tribute their stuff. Who knows? But it's worth trying out, and if nothing else, it's another fairy that we can discard with Herald of Orange Light if we go first and get that. So this is Melodious Mark III, going in, trying our best, people. Attention, duelist. All right, first movement solo. Foolos? Not today, friend. Please refrain from any further hand traps. Soprano, pendulum scale. Time to do the thing. Yeah, this will have to do. We've got a non-targeting bounce that can't be targeted. We have a monster negate. Hello, Fiendsmith, my old friend. I'm getting tired of you in the end. We herald this, right? Alright, one combo stopped. Now they can do their other thing. Popular. It's time to be popular. What Snake Eyes trap are they getting? Sinful spoils. If we bounce both of these, then they can't get the guy out, they can't do... See, previously this would have stopped most Snake Eye variants. But if they have the Azamina stuff, I think they could just go again. Yeah. Time for engine number 3! And that gets them Wanted. Wanted gets them Yubel Star. Yubel Star can put the Poplar into the back row, which gets them another engine. Oh? Okay. Oh, this isn't once per turn. Hello, Yubel. And then Poplar goes in the back row. But OSS is at 1, right? No. That's... in the TCG, it's banned. Oh? Is that it? Okay. We survive. We live to face another day. But she came back with friends. Just in time. Now we can get the fusion. Now we can make a free fusion. Using the pendulum scales. Do this. And this. And this. It's free real estate. It sure is, Eddie. And then I think we could do something really funny, chat. Yeah, I think we just get the other Soprano. Go Soprano. Soprano gets this out of the graveyard. Then I'm going to make Chopin, or Schubert, 2 copies. My effect cannot be negated. So we're going to activate this, and we're just going to immediately get some stuff out of their graveyard that I don't want to have to deal with. Like this, and this, and this. Yeah, those seem like good banishes. Oh, come on. Yeah, and then I was going to use the Étoile to bounce it off the field and bring it back so that I could immediately banish the rest of the Light Fiends from their graveyard as well. There we go. We finally beat the thing. We did. It's been so long. I was but a boy when I start. Update available. Title? What do you mean? And here we are! Welcome back to stream number 4, the official halfway point. 3 streams lay behind us, 3 streams lay ahead. And though it's only been a couple days since you saw me last, I did manage to play quite a few Melodious duels, just not on the ladder. There's an event going on, the Legend Anthology, which is all based around anime archetypes. And wouldn't you know it, Melodious is an anime archetype. They were used by Zuzu Boyle, according to the chat. I don't know who that is, but they did it. It's here. And when I first saw this, I didn't think it would be very good because they limited it quite hard. Refrain is at 1, Ostinato is at 1, all your best starters are hit. But without Ash Blossom or Max C, this, even just by itself, is amazingly good. I think I got 1 loss and like 13 wins. Pretty strong. And because these things were limited, because a lot of the hand traps were limited, I had to experiment with some of the other Melodious cards to fill things out. We're playing stuff like Score and Solo and Brilliant Rose. And these two, while they worked in the event, not going to be useful on the ladder. You know, they overperformed in a limited format, but hitting people with like an honest in the modern game, not really all that effective. However, Brilliant Rose ended up being more useful than I thought. So useful, in fact, that I think I'm going to put it into the actual deck. So if you're unfamiliar with this, which I don't blame you, it's a pretty neat card. When I first read it, I was like, oh, this is a combo starter. You can discard one Gem Knight or Melodious card to special summon it from your hand, and then once per turn, you can send a Gem Knight or Melodious from your extra deck to the graveyard, and until the end phase, this card's name, type, and attribute become the same original name, type, and attribute. So the most obvious use of this is that it sends a card from the extra deck as cost, which means even if they imperm it, you can send Baka to the graveyard and then get a resurrection of whatever you just used to summon this. So it seems pretty good, but it has one glaring flaw, which is while it's always treated as a Gem Knight card, it's not always treated as a Melodious card. And two of our best playmakers, First Movement Solo and Bloom Harmonist, both say that if you want to activate their effects, you can't summon Melodious the entire turn. You can't, like, start with this and then do this later. Like, using one locks you out of the other, so I haven't been using it. But I realized something when playing this event, which is that this is actually a pretty good normal summon in a deck where you don't have a lot of good normal summons. I mean, you do have Refrain. If you open with this and you don't have any of your other, like, combo starters, you probably want to normal summon this. But most of the time, you're getting this off of First Movement Solo, you're getting this off of Sonata, you're summoning out of the deck, you're putting it to the graveyard and adding it back and then pendulum summoning it or something like that. So most of the time, you don't have something that you could just normal summon and activate. And doing this not only to trigger the Baka effect, but simply to make it a Melodious Maestra so that you can use it as a fusion material and not necessarily have to get Shapina onto the deck, can actually prove to be pretty useful. So we're gonna use this in a new version of the deck that I just made up. Let's check out the actual ladder version. Behold, Melodious Mark IV, which is pretty similar to what we've been playing before, just with a few fundamental differences. For one, we've gone ahead and added in Brilliant Rose as another potential starter. Not only, I think, will this make this deck a little bit more consistent, but it also gives us a starter that most people aren't familiar with. You know, we've had problems with, despite how unpopular this deck is, people know where the choke points are. They know how the combos run, because it's the same combo every time. But they don't know the Brilliant Rose combo, and I don't either, but that'll put us on equal footing at the very least. We're also going to be making use of 3 Mulcharmy. I really didn't want to have to craft this, not so soon, not while Maxi was still here, but in Tier 0 Fiendsmith format, we're going to need all the help we can get. And we have enough extenders that I think if we go second and we have like 10 cards, we can win through a whole bunch of disruption. But we just have to make it that we get to that situation, or stop them from doing anything and make use of the fact that we have like several 1-card combos. So we're playing 3 Maxi, we're playing 3 Fuelos, we're sticking on the Herald of the Orange Light and the Drollin Lockbirds, even though there's maybe some more impactful hand traps we could be playing like Valor or Imperm. I feel like these are better because not only are they useful on the first turn, like I can activate them to stop hand traps, you know, this stops the draw cards, this stops things like Ash, but if they do end up taking the Maxi challenge and drawing in, we can use 3 Herald of Orange Light, or we can even save them for our turn, and then when we start making plays and they try to negate them with monsters, we can blow up the monsters by extending stuff into our graveyard to help us. So I think that'll work pretty good. In addition to that, we're also trying out a new tech card, Book of Eclipse, which I actually saw in a Joshua Smith Ryziel list, and I was like, of course! This is good for the exact same reason it's good in Ritual Beast. If you missed that episode, which, by the way, you should check it out. Very good, very fun episode. The thing about Book of Eclipse is that if you flip monsters face down, obviously they can't be used as like Link, Synchro, Ixie material, but they can be used as a fusion summon. If I normal summon a Refrain and they try to hit it with an Imperm or a Valor, I can use Book of Eclipse proactively on my own monster to flip it face down, make sure that I get the search, and then even though it's face down, that doesn't change our combo. because we can just grab the couplet, grab the fusion, and then fusion summon with our face-down monsters. So this is a going first tech that protects us from hand traps, and if we don't need it, we can set it, and then once they summon Fiendsmith, we can just flip it face down, and then they can't use it as link material. So I think this has the potential to be really good. We're also on 43 cards. If you're wondering why we went over, it's because we have 3 cards that we really don't want to draw that really aren't going to help extend our combo. So I figured by going slightly over, we would be less likely to draw those. I didn't actually put it into the hypergeometric calculator, so I don't know if this is correct, but it's what I'm going with. So enough chat. There's the deck. There's why we're playing that stuff. Will it work? I don't know, but we gotta try something. We can't just keep doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different stuff to happen. That down that road lies madness, chat. And I'm not mad. Not yet. Of course, that one wasn't a good showing because it was basically like, well, we got to resolve Droll and they didn't. All right, open with Ostinato and a brick. They end. 2 Ostinatos? Okay, yeah, so we just Ostinato here. And we get to go full combo. It's me, Baka. Ash this. They don't know, chat. They lack critical knowledge. Fool. I cannot be negated. I am beyond negation. They didn't ash the Ostinato? I don't know what they were thinking. Yeah, if you don't know, like, I think I explained this earlier, but I forget, but Baka says that, like, fusion monsters can't have their effects negated, or their activated effects can't be negated. So Ash doesn't do anything, but if you imperm it negates all her effects, including the ones that stop you from negating her effects, so then they can be negated. So, like, she's just immune to that one hand trap, but it is very funny when they try to use that hand trap on you. Balatro ass hand. Okay, I hope you don't have to draw any more cards. Prayers of the voiceless voice. Look at this pendulum graph. Look at your opponent's hand. Check it out. Pretty neat. Yeah, that's what I would choose to. Now, if I still get Ostinato, I can negate them, which is funny. Prohibition? Prohibition! Do you know what to call? I guess I could just call Herald of Orange Light, couldn't they? Refrain, the melodious songstress. Alright. That does hurt a little bit, but I can still make plays without refrain. I just hope I don't draw a refrain. Okay. For a second I was like, if that's goddamn refrain, I'm gonna lose my shit. Normal summon Soprano. Special summon Sonata. Make Baka. Time to get a little sussy, chat. Ouch, my most of me. 1 second. Chopin. Activate. We're going to get back Sonata. We're going to special summon Sonata. And we're gonna make Bloom Harmonist. And they surrender. Yeah, then we get Aria, we get Elegy. The Maestra brings back Soprano, or not Soprano, yeah, Soprano. Soprano gets back the girl who gives us 500, so we can special summon it again. Then we make a Twal. Then they're facing a Twal when they can't destroy or target any of our things. We're good. I've got to take a look at this deck, though. What else were they? Okay. I was like, what is this, just all floodgates? No, they just had 1 Prohibition. 1 Prohibition, 1 Triple Tactics, 1 Pot of Extravagance. They must have some hell of a hand to not be able to do anything. Who hurt you? Well, actually, I know. It was Fiendsmith. There's no way to search this, though, right? Like they're just hoping they draw it at some point? I don't know. I want something else to get me through this semi-charm kind of life. Baby, baby, I want something else. Not listening when you say goodbye. Do 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 do. Anyway, here's Wonderwall. Okay. Okay, nothing so far. I think because we already have her, we go for couplet and soprano. It's almost the same combo, we just got the thing that we already got. This hand's pretty okay, you know, it kinda has some of the stuff we want. Maybe I should have just used refrain anyway and assumed that, like, we were gonna have to discard that to get what we wanted back. But we also have cross out, so we're pretty good. Okay, so couplet comes back to my hand. Alright, so we got pretty close to full combo. Maybe we could have made another fusion and had 2 Schubertas, but I think I'd rather have all the protection. Against a deck that didn't use any hand traps, it feels like they probably have some kind of board breaker. What is this, the Legacy event? Discard this, add a Millennium Ankh. Do we want to stop that? Do we care? Okay, so they reveal the Millennium and they can summon all these. Golem that guards the Millennium. Now, is it possible that they're just doing all this so they can make Underworld Goddess? Yes. I was like, they can only do it with the one girl, but negates all monsters we control. And this doesn't target. Okay, so first of all, we're gonna get rid of all 3 of these. I think I have to do this because this is a permanent negate, right? Yeah, so we're just gonna bounce like everything. I'll try anyway. Fuck you. Battle phase. Huh. Couldn't they have summoned the big Exodia guy? And attack for like 16,000? I thought it gains attack equal to their life points.
Hello.
Hello, Mulcharmy, you're just in time. Prologue of the Destruction Swordsman. Oh, you on some spicy stuff. Yeah, I'll take all those out of your graveyard. Alright. That was an interesting one. They didn't even send, I was like, at first I was like, oh no, if they send the trap, we're doomed. I forgot that was our rank-up duel. Yeah, that's me for sure. Alright, so after valiantly punching our way into Diamond 3, we immediately got kicked back down into Diamond 4 again, by the same old stuff. Snake-Eye, Fiendsmith, and also Stun. Stun is running around now. They play Necro Valley and Light Imprisoning Mirror, 2 cards that also happen to shut our deck down. It's really unfortunate. Not only do we not have a great matchup against the meta, but the stuff people are playing to counter the meta also hard counters us. So we got rid of the 3 Crystal Rose. That was a decent attempt, but just wasn't working out. Every time we got it, we couldn't make use of it. I'm not sure if this will be better, but it'll be more consistent. Maybe we can get to our cards more likely. We replace the 1 cross out with 1 called by the grave. This is 4.5. Let's jump back and climb again. I wouldn't know anything about living in the long-term aftermaths of decisions made during Reconstruction. I know. Did I win the coin toss? I don't even remember. I did. Well, this isn't a brick. This plus any other name is full combo, assuming we get to resolve it. Yep, I missed the timing. The precious timing! Okay, we do have something we can do. Pendulum Herald of Orange Light. Never mind. I was like, it's fine, we can make Bloom Harmonist, but we can't. We can't because we've summoned a non-Melodious card, which locks us out of everything. We don't have a fairy to discard. Isn't it always special summons? A pendulum summon is a special summon. Yep, that's what I figured. Nice engage! Well, you can have my Herald of Mirage Lights. Can you OTK me from here? Hayate! Hello, Kagari. Shizuku! They have the alt art of everything. Alright, so I got a Twal and a Dream. They've got Widow Anchor. Ray comes back. We activate this. They can't activate because they have a monster in the main monster zone. Alright, I thought they would wait. Okay, I thought they would tag out. I could just get Ariana and then turn off everything. And now they just can't activate Widow Anchor at all. Do they not know? I don't think they know. Oh, whoops. I messed that up. I should have waited until they came out. For some reason, I got distracted by the Raiders. I mean, it doesn't matter. They went for Kagari for some reason. I thought they were going to go for another Hayate and attack directly. Behold, Marshmallow, but girl-shaped. Another one. The second Widow Anchor, just in case. Yeah, I think it's for every card activated... Oh, even if this card leaves the... Oh no, the wrong one. Activated this turn while this card was face up. Yes, I don't think they get any.
Hi.
Just in time, buddy. I could bounce that, but that would just give them another chance to summon the third Kagari. If they don't have any way to reset them, that's the last one they can do. Hornet drones. Alright. They droning on and on. There's also a chance if they have Underworld Goddess, all they need to do is normal summon a monster and then they'd have enough. The question is, do they have Underworld Goddess? Had me scared for a second. Okay, so they're going for the access code. I have Chain held on. You could see it. They get to activate this to get the attack. And then we can activate this with Resolution. And then they can Hornet drones and make another Sky Striker, or not. Funny. I cannot kill them, unfortunately. So let's see. I could attack this and then get 1600 damage on. Or I could activate this, bounce both of these. Thank you, I'll just be taking my Droll back if you don't mind. And you can get that. So no extra cards at the end phase. And they came back. Yeah, we don't know what else they can do. They even got the new reinforcements of the army. And the new Ray. You need to target a monster. I cannot be targeted. Okay, mecha modules. 100 life points. I don't have any dark monsters in my deck. Battle phase. 250. Then they use limiter removal, but for spellcasters. Unlimited spell works. Yeah, it's the end phase. If you think you were getting a search, you're not. I'm so annoying. I'm so annoying. Arya and Etoile are the best friends. They keep attacking. Your field is lacking. Here we go, attacking all the time. They are best friends. We're friends, but your friends are not friends. What's the extra deck number? 7. But we know that one of those is dark and one of those is access code. Play multi-roll for the 8th time this duel. They keep bouncing it back, the assholes! We know that 2 of these are Widow Anchor, which they can't activate. They're all out of Kagari. There's Hayate. One card closer to the edge, and they're about to break. Okay. Take control of my own Hayate. You keep trying. How many times must I teach you this lesson, old man? You're not allowed to get stuff out of the graveyard. They have to try. Where are my Melodious? Just attack over this. Oh, they do get to send. Deck thinning, the movie, the game. There's the mobilize. Then they get to bring back a Sky Striker. Then we bounce the Sky Striker. And attack for game. There we go. Oh, I'm sorry, Sky Striker player. You must have fought hard to get up into Diamond, but my deck just counters yours if I get Arya on the field. Alright. Well, first movement solo. Oh, something... My instincts tell me attack mode. I'm not sure why. And then we set Book of Eclipse. So we got non-targeting bounce. We've got triple DD Crow. Can't be targeted. Can't be destroyed. Book of Eclipse. Ash Blossom. But they didn't activate anything, so their deck might be all board breakers. If they've got Dark Ruler No More, if they've got Forbidden Droplet, if they're playing Kaijus, if they're playing Super Poly, all those things ruin our day. Yubel. Alright. And Fiendsmith. We'll Ash that. Add a Uriah. Okay. Chaos Summoning Beast. And now Book. I was thinking about it, but we might have a chance to bait this out beforehand. Right now they've got 3. I don't think they could make anything that would really do anything that hurts us. Because they've used both their normal summons. They don't have anything in the graveyard. Even if they do have follow-up, it's going to be hard to, like, do it with only 2 zones. Why is this not once per turn? Well, they only get to draw 2 cards instead of 3 cards. And now they have to activate this or everything's negated. I don't want to give them like a chance to use the Phantoms of Yubel, because then they'll like summon the Spirit and then they'll get a search and then I'll have to deal with like other stuff. So this is the way to hopefully clear as much and then I'll be able to go for the OTK. Goddess is unaffected. Is she? No, they still get to redirect the effect. But we can negate it because they sent it to the graveyard. Or they destroyed it. And then we can Concerto. We can make Baka using our pendulum scales. We want to end on this. Yeah, I'm trying to think. The only thing they could have is Nibiru, which we could dodge out of and let them play. And then we get back her. We pendulum summon. Activate. Get back that, and then we attack for game. Okay. We did it! The Book of Eclipse has proved its worth in this one case. Yay us. Alright, this is a brick if we don't draw another Melodious card. Banded. Alright, they have no out for the Maxi. We get at least 1 draw, maybe 2. The Light Hex Sealed Fusion, they're making Dragoon. They're Gooning, chat! There he is. The Gooner, the Spooner. Negate the activation, okay. Oh ho ho! Not today, friend! Oh, okay. Well, that baits out the Dragoon activation. Do we max C2? Yeah, we do it on the same chain. I don't know if they're gonna summon, but if they have Called By, they might activate it here, and then it would negate theirs too. Now we just hope. If we can OTK them here, we're good. Do you have another one? Yeah, so wait, I can just droll here. It was a chain apart, rip. Yeah, for some reason I was just like, oh, they're gonna summon some stuff. Super Poly. Now I can't droll! At least I get a draw off of my Maxi. Yeah, I think we do this here. I have activated a non-light monsters effect. Gosh darn it. These stupid locks! Don't tell me they have Nibiru. Oh, it's this thing. Okay. We got into its wall. That's the important part. Okay. So they take no damage, but I do get rid of both their monsters. And I have the Etoile. Now, depending on what they have, they could do a whole lot of shit. Doesn't trigger off of bounce. Nothing in the extra deck triggers when it's bounced. Ha! 60 cards! 2 Super Polys! Grand Guignol! Does that at least trigger the Etoile? Yeah. It's panic time! I think it's just Schuberta, right? Aria doesn't do anything against this deck. Lulu Welleth. Okay. So we just don't want them to get the Titanic clad. So we just hit like that, and this, and a Luber the Duber a Boober. No graveyard for you, branded player. Somehow we live in! Okay, so we just want to delete this, right? Yeah, we just destroy it first. Let's get big, big, big. 4,000. Battle phase. Main phase 2. Now we can share toe. The freest Baka. Let's see them draw the third Super Poly. We are so Baka. We Pendulum Summon. We can use this. I still have an Etoile in my extra deck. Yeah, okay, I don't need to use that to turn it back yet. Special Summon. Another one. That's why you play 2. Yeah, we get this back on board. Oh wait, no, we get this back on board. Free shit every turn. A Droll 2? Don't mind if I do. I don't have another fairy in hand. It's very funny, I can just add back the Herald of Orange Light. Let's just, yeah, let's put Baka back. And then, we're gonna use this to send Schubert. And I guess itself. You know, let's just send everything. And then they all come back, and that resets the Schubert's effect. So they get a Quem. Quem lets them send Branded and High Spirits. Okay. Get a Bystial. Sorneer. You can't banish me. Oh, sure, just in case. But you can't banish me. Not if I banish me first. I can banish cards from either graveyard. Let's get all 3 of these out. Droll does nothing here. We don't know what their last card is. Did we know this and I just forgot? Was that a Blue Eyes? Let's just do this. Oh! You! Just crashing. White Stone of Ancients! Of course it was Blue Eyes the whole time! Do they even have a Blue Eyes at the graveyard? No. But they came back. Target 1 card? Sure thing, buddy. Activate. Let's put back. Not what I wanted to do. Pendulum Shokan. That is a nice monster you have there with a powerful targeting effect. A pity eye can't be targeted anymore. You are also dead. Magnamut to the graveyard. Not quite game. Let's just do this. It's the other Schuberta. I could have done this if I just used the other thing. The damn timer. Oh wait, that doesn't come back because I can't go to the extra deck. Quick. Make some room. All right, there we go. We're good, we're fine. Okay, they've got 2 back row. Don't tell me they're on like Storming Mirror Force or something stupid like that. Battle phase. Go Bloom Diva. Okay. Go. A comedy of errors, but we won. And here we go again on our own. Going down the only road I've ever known. Like a drifter, I was born to walk alone. Dun, dun, dun. We're ranking up once again into Diamond 3. Hopefully, maybe, possibly. Only time will tell. Okay, we normal summon this. We special summon this. We try to fusion summon. Do you negate that? No? Okay. Baka. That's not an insult, that's what I'm summoning. And then we use Baka to get the Pendulum. They had something there. I don't know what they were doing, but they had it. We can stop one hand trap. Okay, we're gonna get Couplet. The rare Couplet effect. Reveal and then summon. Droll. That's fine. The only two things I have to search are Refrain and Couplet, and all Couplet searches is Concerto, so yeah, I ain't searching anymore. We don't care about Droll at this point. Yeah, I'll get my monster back. Ba 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 ba. That's unfortunate, but we can't stop it. And also, it doesn't matter because we already got one in our hand. Okay, Pendulum Scale. Yeah, we always make a Twal. A Twal is good. Oh, Droll does stop us from getting the draw off of the fusion, so that does kind of suck. I think we go for the Schuberta, because that allows us to keep the Called By. Although then we have a bunch of stuff that does the same stuff. Okay, so we Bloom Harmonist. We activate, send off the Called By, and we get Aria and Chopina. Chopina? I don't know. Now we can Pendulum Summon. Now we can Fusion Summon. See, I figured it out. We can have the targeting protection and the graveyard removal. We don't, like, if they have Raigeki or Lightning Storm, we're just cooked. But, you know, Lightning Storm seems unlikely with this. So, yeah, I think we're pretty good. Looks like we won. Don't get cocky, chat. They're just thinking. They're Abraham thinking over here. They're trying to come up with their own Gettysburg Address. Or score several years ago, etc., etc. Another Sorinir. I think we have to use this now. Wait, no. What are they going to get? Regained would be annoying, but it's better than using this. And they get a branded spell trap. We just have to remember, we're protected from targeting. We have to save our outs for things that can break through the target lock. If they get 4 monsters on board, we have to bounce so that we don't get Underworld Goddess. If they do the a branded fusion and it looks like they're going to get to Mirror Jade, we have to bounce the card so they hopefully can't make it. Yeah, like, does Magnamut suck? Yes. But I don't think it's worth doing this just to spite them. We need to save this for stuff in their graveyard that's actually going to hurt us. At least they put it back in our deck. And there we go! Patience! Patience, Legos! Good things come to those who wait! And, you know, in this case, what comes to us is Diamond 3 for, like, the 5th time. Oh, we've got 2 more streams. I'm gonna try to play over the weekend. We'll see what we can do. Hopefully it works out. We can only try our best. What can I say except for welcome to the 5th stream? I don't know the rest of that song or how it goes or anything. That's all you're getting. Hopefully you liked it though. You know, I liked it. We're having a good time. It's been a couple days since the last stream and things have been looking up. I've been playing over the weekend and I managed to get us all the way into Diamond 2, our win record looking a little bit better, and I haven't changed anything up with the deck. It's still the same deck we saw last time. I think I've just been getting a little better at playing it, and also all the really good Fiendsmith players are up in Master now, so Diamond is a little bit easier. So let's hope that trend continues as we jump in it today and see if we can win our way up into the highest rank. Going first makes me feel like a hearse. We're almost bricked, but it could be worse. Okay, they got something they can do. First movement solo. Let's go ahead for Refrain. Refrain, get me the purple. I'm purple. Let's activate this in hand, shall we? Droll and Lock. That's unfortunate. Wait, no, it's not. Our deck only searches twice. One is to search the purple girl, and the other is to search the fusion spell, and we open with the fusion spell, so we literally have done all the searching our deck would do. Yeah, let's put this down here anyway. Baka effect number 1. Refrain number 2, put it in the pendulum scale. Alright, Sorinir. That is unfortunate. Because that means we won't be able to get anything with the, Oh wait, yes we will. I was like, now what are we gonna grab with the Chopina? And the answer is, whatever the heck we want. Because Refrain is just Foolish Burial with extra steps. It's like, fine, whatever, I'll just put another one in there. Anyway, let's just get this back. Okay, we Concerto. We're gonna make Etoile using a Maestra and our Pendulum Scales. I mean, I guess we could use this, it just would be stuck in the extra deck until next turn. Yeah, normal summon. I think the Book of Eclipse is what we have to give up. Ash Blossom just a little bit better. Let's do this. Send off that. Yeah, we need the lock. It's either the lock or the graveyard stuff, and I think the lock is better. Okay, so we don't get the Schuberto, which kind of sucks, but we're pretty good. Add a Bystial. Yeah, I think that's fine. Just going for Magnamut. They know they can't target our other stuff. The dangerous thing about this is that we don't know what else they're on. Like, we could wait for the Lubellion to come out and then bounce it back. Along with the... No, we don't want to bounce the Magnamut. Then they could just use it again next turn. Like, we could bounce this before they get the Search, but then if they have, like, normal summon Aluber, we're just kind of screwed. I think we have to stop them from getting Branded Regained, because that just gives them so much advantage. They're just going to get, like, a card every turn. Maybe they're going for Beast, and this is, like, a pure Branded deck. Oh, this just gets it to them anyway. Moon of the Closed Heavens. No, Romulus. Okay, so is this Dragon Link? This is not a hard once per turn, so if I bounce it, they could just do it again. Absolouter. They still haven't even normal summoned. Yeah, I think we really just do need to wait until they get like 3 monsters on board and then bounce all 3 and hope they can't extend. But they still haven't normal summoned, and if they have the Rocket Tracer, that gets them like everything. Yeah, the problem is they may already have Tracer. If they have, like, Tracer, and they just normal summon Tracer, we're, like, fucked. Yeah, and now we know they have Boot Sector, so they can special summon any amount of rockets from their hand. Maybe I'll be Tracer, eh? Yep, they had it all along. Not activating it, just going straight for Boral. Can't be destroyed, and neither player can target it. Wait, I don't target. Wait, this doesn't do anything to me. Can attack all monsters once each. That's not enough to kill us. Yeah, we don't even have to... We can just take the damage. We can wait until the end phase and then bounce everything. I was worried for nothing. I just thought this was better than it was. Do they not know? They don't know, chat. Oh, they know. They're just angry. Oh, I know. I'm doing this out of principle. I can attack all monsters once each, and I'm gonna, baby! Special summon rockets with different names from your graveyard. They haven't used Tracer yet. I think this is where we do it. We just bounce this and this. Yeah, I think we keep the other ones. And we return this and this. So now they don't get Tracer. They have... Oh, fuck! I thought they already used Regained! They were waiting. Uh-oh. I was like, it's fine. I can add in my spell next time. Now I can't. I don't know why they activated that and then Heavy Storm. Ah! Hello there, Leviathan, Leviair. Destroy up to 2 cards on the field. I'm sorry, I cannot be destroyed. Thanks for trying, though. I mean, that was kind of neat. We get Harmonist, so we can send off Harmonist and Elegy to make a second Harmonist and then get 2 cards. Assuming they don't have exactly Ash Blossom in their hand. A second one. Okay, we knew they had that. Okay, this isn't called by. Taking the Bloom Harmonist out of my graveyard does not negate it. We go for this. We activate the refrain. We grab the Purple Girl. Purple Girl effect. Summon Soprano. Soprano effect. Add back Elegy. L plus Ratio plus Search the Fusion spell plus the Fusion spell is still in the graveyard for some reason. That's fine. That's fine. Fusion Hua. Guess who's back? Back again. Itwal's back. Tell a friend. Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back? And then my fusion spell goes back in. And then Baka summons something from the graveyard. And now, I can search! It's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. We're all fine. I'm not panicking, you're panicking. More attack. Battle phase. 36. $24. You cannot target me. 32. I just gotta hold down, chain off. Okay. End phase. There we go. We're fine. We got graveyard shit. We can't be targeted. We can't be destroyed. We gotta bounce. I'm happy. You're happy. Everyone's happy. We're not gonna time out. I'm not happy. Be happy. We just won, all right. We're all happy, damn it! Happy, happy, happy. Everybody's happy. I am so happy that I have to clappy. All right. It's pretty good. It's an interesting one for sure. Ostinato. Ash Blossom. I would prefer if that went through, actually. Max C. I would prefer if that went through, actually. Outskilled, outplayed, outmastered, outmade. There we go. Go first and win. What can I say? Alright, so despite a pretty good start, we're still hard stuck in Diamond 2. You know, we go up, we go down, we get some good luck, we get some bad luck, and I'm not really sure what to change in the deck, to be honest. I think the worst performing thing was maybe the Book of Eclipse, but even then I couldn't think of a situation where, like, we opened that and we would have preferred to have, like, an Imperm or an Effect Veiler or a Called By. But I was looking around at other lists. Distant Coder, who, if you're unfamiliar, another streamer, he managed to get into Master 1 with Melodious, and this is more similar to his deck. He was playing 2 Effect Veiler, he's playing 3 Impermanence, only 1 Charmy, and I'm like, I don't know how you get through this format without playing at least 2 of these. So we've gone down to a lot of 2-ofs that will hopefully draw off of the Maxi and the Charmies, more diversity to deal with more things. And we put a Typhon in the extra deck, because there's been a couple times when we get to a top deck war, and just being able to turn any hand trap into like a 2900 beater would be pretty good. So, Melodious Mark 5, jumping in, see how it goes, and maybe our luck will turn around. So I'm gonna give you the backing vocals, Mr. Metal, and then do your best to try to layer them what I'm about to sing. Ooga chaka, ooga ooga. I can't stop this feeling deep inside of me. Girl, you just don't realize what you do to me. When you hold me in your arms so tight, you let me know that you feel alright. Fucking bricked! God damn it! Ah! No! Why would you do this to me? On this, my rank up duel. Bricked on a feeling. I'm high on something. What can I say? That's just the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. Oh, and it's Millennium. Hello, Foolos.
Hi.
Oh, I guess it's a good thing I didn't get something. I have the Herald of the Orange Light and no way to do anything with it. Pay 2,000. Yeah, that's right. Closer to death. Closer to the edge. At least the Millennium Shield has no attack. I don't have to worry about that. 2,000. All right, we're halfway there. Halfway there. Halfway there. Halfway there. Ah! No! If you just joined, everyone in chat is like, it's fine. Effect Veiler solos the Exodia head. All you gotta do is Effect Veiler them. But this is one of those cards that has to be sent from your hand to the graveyard. So I can't Effect Veiler them. Not anymore. Because everyone's on floodgates. That being said, because their life points are only 4,000, they can't kill me here, I don't think. They can do a lot. But I think if I could just get Ostinato, I'm fine. You know, all I gotta do is open my best card. Alright, come on, Ostinato, one time. Yep, I think we just lose this one. A sad state of affairs. No! Bricked on a Feelin. I like this person's name. It sounds like some weird corporate speak you would hear in a deodorant commercial. Hey, we all have a tough life. Some of us have to deal with tons of problems. But perspacity shouldn't have to be one of them. Stand by, yeah, we're gonna activate this. Alright, more bricks, yep. Oh, this hand goes hard. I mean, if we stop them and we draw Ostinato, we're fine. I have 9 one-card starters. I can get there. No. I'm gonna say no. Cross out Designator. It's fine. This one isn't the negate, right? Yeah, fuck you. How about you add nothing, bitch? Oh, come on! Draw 2. Draw 2. Go ahead! Take a look! I've got nothing, baby! Well, thank you. Surprised they kept me with the Ash. Okay. Game state equalized. Fucking Elegy. It's fine. It's fine. They won't be able to do anything. We're good. I don't know why I'm like, I have to not let them know they have the Ash. They know I have the Ash. They already looked in my hand. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to Ash that. Why wouldn't I? Unfortunately, any 2 cards is full Snake Eye combo. Because you just go into Moon of the Closed Forest. That is not Moon of the Closed Forest. Okay. Ostinato. 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 The hills are alive with the sound of music. With songs we have sung for 1,000 years. What are they making? SP? Yeah, go ahead. P all you want. They do this. They banish the Baka. I get her. I add back from the graveyard. You banish me if you want. But like, add back, activate, special summon refrain, refrain effect, search, soprano, pendulum scale, activate, get concerto, concerto effect. So we go for the second Baka, because it's the second one that gets you. Activate this, send Sonata, pendulum summon, you. And you! Get me back, Sonata, baby! Everyone gets 500 attack! 10,000! Melodious OTK! So I guess that's the strategy, you know? Do I count that as a brick counter? I think so. We didn't open anything for 2 turns. It just worked out in that case. You just gotta hope you draw your 1-card starter before they draw their 1-card starter. Just top deck Ostinato, dummy. Put down the chainsaw and listen to me. It's time for us to join in the fight. It's time to let your babies grow up to be cowboys. It's time to let the bedbugs bite. You better put all your eggs in one basket. You better count your chickens before they hatch. You better sell some wine before it's time. You better find yourself an itch to scratch. I bricked again! No! Why have you forsaken me? Oh, I'm going second. I guess it's not as bricked. That was Dare to Be Stupid, by the way. It's a good song. I got interrupted by the fact that I didn't draw any of my opening cards. I mean, I'm going second, so I might get what you! Every time I rake up, you are there! With the fucking dimensional fissure. Let's see, if I Herald of Orange Light the Exodia, then they won't be destroyed, but they won't get the thing that destroys me. And then I just have to hope I open an opener. Oh, hello. But like, if they blow up the back row, what do I do? This has to send to the graveyard. This fucking fissure. Ooh, I'm salty. Ooh, I'm a little mad. I'm like a steamed vegetable, but angrier. D-fissure at 1? No, it's at 3. They're like, whatever, play it. What? Oh my garnets. Well, I gotta try it. Maybe they don't know, chat. Get negated, Exodia. Ha! Foolish, foolhardy fool. And Macrocosmos. Alright, do they let me get the search? Okay. Fuck it, we ball. We got nothing else to do. There's exactly one thing I can think of that helps in this situation, and we're gonna try it out. It's Bloom Diva time. Go ahead, get 6,000. That ain't gonna do anything. I do not care. 1,000. Yeah, I'll inflict 1,000 to you. 2,000. Just destroy it by battle. Sure. Alright, Madden, your turn. I didn't even think about that. I was like, oh, the thing is, what was it? Oh, it's original attack, and its original attack becomes that. Inflict damage equal to the difference between the original attack of the opponent's monster and this card, and because it's question marks, I think its original amount of attack. So I would have done 5,000 to them if they had activated it. They can't out this in archetype. They have outs that are not in the, like, all they have to do is imperm this thing. But they don't have it, and that allows us to get into game! Bricks be damned! All we have to do is summon Bloom Diva, and we ourselves will blossom into Diamond 1, baby! Ha-cha! Cha-cha-cha! I almost spilt my water. Balatro ass hand, where are my pants? Oh, hello. Yeah, I'll ash that. I don't want you to get to the gun. Just gotta hope you don't already have the gun. I shouldn't be surprised! They've got it all! What? The piles! What do you mean, Exodia? What do you mean, summon Senjin? I'd like one of everything, please. So it's Exodia, Volcanic, Fiendsmith. Fef? A Fev? Vef? Weju Temple. They are playing the Temple. It's not just free bodies. It's fine. Maybe I'll Destiny draw the evenly matched. Nightmare Griffin. Special summon monsters on the field cannot activate their effects unless they are linked. Send both of those to make Snake Eyes Doomed Dragon. Make IP. That IP is not linked. Oh, yeah, it is.
Hello.
Just in time, buddy. Normal summon. Special summon. Threaten battle phase. You have some small monsters there, friend. Be a shame if my singers ran over them. Maybe I should have Mulcharmied first, yeah. I would have drawn a single card. Spa. Sure, dude. Continue your main phase, yeah. Typhon. People are like, it'll just be a vanilla. Like, yeah, but all I want to do is run over the SP. Or do I hit over the Griffin? I think in this case I want to hit the SP because the Griffins are going to hurt them too. They didn't even put it in the middle zone. Yeah, I mean, I'm feeling pretty good about this. Sure. Man, he cooked. He set his house on fire with that one. Holy shit. Bro tried to make cereal and set the bowl on fire. I don't know. She says we gotta hold on to what we got. It doesn't make a difference if we make it or not. We got each other, and that's a lot for love. To give it a shot. Whoa, we're halfway there. Whoa, Squidward on a chair. I shouldn't have picked a song with such high. Oh, we're just seeing a lot of these days. Yeah, I don't want them to do that. Then if they normal summon the low, we've got in perm. Yo, what up? And then if they got any other monster effect, we have the Herald of Orange Light plus a starter. Or if they pass here, we've got the starter and a way to negate Ash. All right, I'm liking what I'm seeing, and I'm seeing what I'm liking. Oh! Oh boy, oh, things just went from bad to worse for you, buddy. Let's frickin' go. Okay, so actually, I'm going to let them do that in case they have a second hand trap, because I have another starter. Yeah, like we could just let this resolve. That's fine. They've hit the Ash. Let's try again. Oh, you don't have anything to stop that one, do you? Let's just go into this. Get me my purple gal. She's so purple and lovely, doing all kinds of things. Put her into the pendulum scale, then we see how she sings. Ooh! Grab that concerto. Sing the concerto. And from one of my 7 mouths I shall sing the song that ends the world. You. And you. And the problem I'm just now realizing is that we already have this, so I don't know what we're getting out of the deck. Not Aria, because that would stop us from targeting our thing. Yeah, we do this. And it came back. Pendulum summon it, yeah. So yeah, I guess we get whatchamacallit, Sonata. Is that her name? Soprano. I get all these musical terms mixed up. Activate this effect. Target her. We're going to send Sonata. Let's do this, yeah. We're gonna make Schuberta. That'll trigger this. Oh, I did this in the wrong way. No! We won't get back our card. I should have done that first. Damn chain link order! There's no way they have Nibiru, right? Special summon this. Yeah, if they had Nibiru, they would have used it by now. Just go in. I just assumed if they were sticking in it that they had something, but it doesn't look like they have anything. Go for it. It keeps going. Okay, there we go. We were a little goofy with it. I got a little over, but you know, we're more than halfway there. I was wrong at the start. We weren't living on a prayer. We were Squidward on the chair. And that chair is Master 5. And that's where we live now. Because at least we made it into Master rank. I am tired, if you cannot tell, and a little exhausted of this format. We're going to keep going. We still got one more stream. But at least we made it this far. You know, I would have been really disappointed if we didn't.
My name is, Akihiro. I'm gonna be singing a bit of a classic. A lot of you guys probably know this one. If you do, please sing along. Anyway, here's the Family Guy theme song. See you sit there, and all you...
The stream is alive with the sound of music, with duels we have faced for 1,000 years. It's the final stream. We have one more chance to try to make it as far as we can. I think that we could go all the way up into Master 1. I believe in the power of Melodious and hand traps, and also luck. Just winning as many coin tosses as possible. Will we be able to do it? I don't know, but there's only one way to find out. We'll jump in. We're playing the same deck as last time. Nothing has changed except my shirt, so let's get it done. All right, we're going first. This is not a great hand, but it's not a terrible hand. We can move our solo first. Yep, I cannot allow that. Let's go refrain. Refrain effect. We get in a couple of lets. Yeah, I'll special summon the Aria for free. Why not? Unfortunate. I think we can still do some stuff. It's just not as good of stuff. It's one of those Aria of Sorrows I've heard so much about. Yeah, we'll just discard this. I don't need it. Aw, come on. Alright. You got 3 cards. I've got 1 negate. Can you do it with that? Battle phase. They already had the spell. I mean, it's possible they have like DD Crow or something. Yeah, that's like DD Crow. Goodbye, Aria. You know, I'm back online as long as I draw any Melodious name. Or First Movement Solo. Or Ostinato. Fuck, the FTK. Come on, any Melodious. Yeah, if I don't put anything out, I don't think they contribute this to search anything. So I've just gotta hope they got nothing. Yeah, that's what I like to see, baby! Okay, any Melodious, take 2. That's just as good. That's like 5 Melodii. Yo, what up? Ostinato. Let's go for you. Hello. We'll do this. We'll do this to chain block. Because I still get to summon from deck in attack mode. No, no, no. Herald says not today. Grab this back. I think this is droplet, yeah. Because otherwise they wouldn't be thinking. Because it's like, yeah, if you droplet, now you lose everything, and you've just got to hope that I can't do anything. And I've got to hope they don't draw any starters. Come on, no starters. Come on, no starters. Come on, no starters. Come on, no starters. Want no starters. I don't want starters. Please, no starters. They got no starters! But they didn't surrender, so I'm guessing this is probably like Bystial. They think they can stop the play. No. Ash. Gotcha. Unfortunately for you, this also searches. This too is Yuri. Thank you. Come again. Take on me, take on me, take me on. I'll be gone in a day or two. to say, I've got a hand, it's okay, I'll play it anyway. Today's another day to find me, herald the orange light, it'll stop you in your sights. Okay, well we stopped that. That denies them a lot of things. We still have ostinato, we have both our pendulum scales. If they just end their turn here, we're sitting pretty. Even if they have the Ash for the ostinato, we've got full combo. Now, if they have more than that, then we might be in trouble. But considering singing some Primus here, but all their songs are really silly. Okay, that puts me in a bit of a tricky pickle. Okay, here's what we do. We're gonna make Schuberta using Aria and Elegy. During the end phase, this will be destroyed and bring back those two. So if nothing else, we have the lock. And in the meantime, let's banish your Snake Eye, because that's the only one you got, and I don't want you to have it. And also, we get more attack. Okay, I probably won't be able to OTK them here. Although it's good to know that they drew one card and then used one card immediately. Okay, will this also draw you a card? Or bait out an interaction? You want to give me that search? Come on, just a little bit of a searchy-do. Yeah, we're going for this. Let's pendulum scale this up, baby. Yeah, hold up. I think I can just kill them here. Target one special summoned monster on the field. Change it to face down defense position. Interesting. Okay, so that probably stops them from dying immediately. So this is White Forest. Yeah, I don't think I can OTK. I think we just want to keep them on 3 cards. Go to battle. Hit them with 16. And I guess we're just going to experiment. We're going to find out if the ostinato resolves when I'm face down. If it does, we're good. If not, we're probably doomed. Fuck. Well, they didn't draw one more card. I didn't know it worked like that. That's very neat. Okay. I can't summon anything. I don't know why you activated that. Now you've only got 2 cards. Oh, hello, Lurie.
What's up?
So they get to add the Fiendsmith, but they've already used Tract. No, this can twig at the... You never want to hit this. If we hit the Link 2, and they don't have any other extension, then we might be good. Okay, they can only blow up a monster. And now what?
Bye-bye.
Yeah, that's right. Get out of here. They're like, maybe they'll surrender if I destroy the pendulum. All right, and with the power of Aha, we make our way into Master 4. We're doing good so far. Of course, the bottom layers of any, rank are always going to be the people who are just, hard stuck. So things might get a lot more difficult here, but I'm up to the challenge. Yeah, I mean, it's an average. We have some non-games. We have some really good games. All right, we got ostinato and 2 hand traps. If 2 hand traps are enough to stop them, ostinato should be good. If not, we got a lot of starts. Okay, we're going up against Labyrinth, tossing the big welcome to set the field spell. Set 3, pass, kick in some ass. At least I've got an Ash. What are you doing here? Get out of my hand! Blast you, vile woman! Ostinato. Yeah, they obviously have another big welcome. They wouldn't toss the one if they didn't. The question is, do they have a regular welcome? Do they have, IDP? Imperm. That's unfortunate, especially in the Imperm column. Okay. Sure, buddy. Pendulum scale. If this is another Imperm and they're like, how come I can't Imperm? Okay. Ash Blossom. Please don't be called by. Trap Trick for Dimensional Barrier. That might be good. We can't activate Shapina. Thank you for reminding me. No, they're just going for the regular one. Gotta try it, and then they're gonna pop it with the field spell. But I still have a normal summon, right? Because I ostinatoed to start. Okay, they get the big lady. Normal summon. We fusion summon in, we going for Schuberta, baby. Those are some nice traps you have in the graveyard. Would be a shame if someone banished all of them. Yeah, I want to bring this back. Let's just do this now. I don't want you to have access to any of your shit. Special summon. I'm big, and I'm strapped in. Okay, let's go for these two. Let's go. Get rid of this. And we're not going to go for Aria because this is a non-targeting pop. We're going to go for Elegy and Soprano. Unfortunately, we don't have a name for this, but I think we want to get it for next turn. So we get this. We use this effect. I think it's better to just have another Schuberta for now. Battle phase, 2600. Oh no, they're exceptionally smart. Yeah, I'll use this. Just get rid of these three before you could summon them back. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. They do get to summon out of the deck. They get to pop one of my scales, but they can't pop any of my monsters. And I got an effect veiler for whatever they summon. They did not read! My scales survive! They're like, wait, where on this does it say it can't be destroyed? It's pretty easy. And then Elegy's over here just like...
I hope no one notices me.
It's cool. I can search another one. About that, I mean, if they have... they're not completely out of this. If they have called by... If that's another... Okay. We're not dead. You get a single trap. I am uncertain about what that trap could do, but you got one. They're out of big welcomes, right? Yes. Okay, they're adding the big lady. Big lady summons. This does not make Chaos Angel. They could Typhon before they scoop, true. I did summon two things. Oh, what do you know? Hello, Typhon, my old friend. It's time to crisis you again. They can just beat over Elegy. Alright, stopping me from getting some stuff back. Bounce back one. But this requires them... Banish this card, target one fiend you control, or if you control level 8 or higher fiend. Yeah, they can bounce this back. And just hope I don't have anything. Target Schuberta. Send Couplet. Pendulum Aria. 1100. And Aria sings for game! Ah! Am I going first? No, they are. Hello, Mulcharmy. Is that Charmy the fucking bee? Oh, okay. Neat. No. I'm based, you see. Based in where? Missouri. Ah, that sucks. Yeah, I should have considered that. I didn't think they'd go for the droll. I can't search the fusion now. Okay, well, they didn't have the ash last time. Did you draw the ash this time? This fucking game! It really just is, you know, who drew the maxi? Did you draw the out? If not, I guess we win. Why would I want to do Melodious combos? I love that like 5 of my cards in my deck are just maxi. Yeah. And so are theirs. And then they're playing 5 cards. No, 5, 6, 7 cards to stop maxi. And 2 things to punish me for playing maxi. This whole fucking game revolves around the maxi minigame. Oh, we got a man after my own heart. Although they're much more rude about it. See, I put the onus onto Konami. I want them to ban maxi. This guy's blaming the duelist for playing the good legal card that is good and legal. Unless they're doing it ironically and we get maxi'd here. Hello. Just don't ghost ogre me, bro. I don't think we'll need the cross out at this point. What was it? We want to end on this, because we want to draw last after we get the stuff out of the deck. Oh, we've got Nibiru protection anyway. Chopin. Pendulum. We're not going to get another chance to do this, so we might as well put it back. And I think we leave this in hand for the Herald of Orange Light. All right, what do you got, buddy? Show me what you got. Considering they did nothing and they've got Gamma, I'm thinking Sphere Mode, Lava Golem, Kaiju, Super Poly. I knew it had to be one of them. They can only get rid of 2 things though, and I'm pretty sure this floats even if they Super Poly it. Garura. Garoo. What do we want to get? Is it just Bloom Diva? Are we just hoping Bloom Diva can save us here? Or do we get this because if this is sent to the graveyard, we get the Etoile back? Let's just try the Bloom Diva. Baka puts the lock back together. Does it? I don't know why. I never thought about that before. So Baka get Refrain. Refrain effect. Search. Couplet. Couplet activate. Summon the aria from the graveyard. Bam. Stuff. Yeah, I have to ash that. Can't let you search anything you want, buddy. Adventure. And you already got the right of Eramasir. Okay, they can't bounce any of our stuff though, that's good. Illegal Knight? That's illegal! But they still have to target 2 cards, so they could return my Pendulum Scales. You want to return my Pendulum Scales? Will that make you feel better, buddy? Just have a nice little Pendulum Scale time. If they link these 2 off, they do get a draw. Well, maybe they draw into something good. Mikanko! We know Illegal Knight's the last card in their hand, right? Yeah, we need to stop that. I think. Yeah, we just want to stop any Mikanko shenanigans. I don't know exactly how much they target. Let's get that shit out of there. Yellow meet orange. Okay, so they've got 3 link material and 1 draw. What can that do for them? Oh. Make verde. Now, the Gooner can't destroy us. Super Poly again. More Super Poly! Twice have I been Super Poly'd this day. Dragostapelia. But then this floats too, so I can get back the Etoile. But she came back. Give me my pendulum back, thank you. I appreciate it. She's much safer and warmer up here in me hand. Etoile is live too, yeah. Very silly. Okay, the curious thing, chat. Do they play Maxi themselves? They do! Okay, it's ironic then. And it was Mikanko. We could have gotten Lava Golemed. We did not get Lava Golemed, but we almost did. We'll meet again, don't know where, don't know when, but I know we'll meet again some sunny day. Ooh. I know there are other lyrics to that song, I don't know. This is probably the last one we're doing tonight. We'll see, maybe we can rank up again. I'm gonna go until I lose. We're gonna try to get into Master 3 at least. If they've got Ash for this, we're kind of doom screwed. Although that means they don't have Ash for this, most likely. Unless they drew a pair, like us. Maxi. No, 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 friend. I have the Royal Ash. Okay, what do we do here? We still go for this. If they have another thing for this, we can normal summon the Herald and discard the Ash to get the Link on board. But it doesn't look like we'll be having to do that. It looks like we've almost found our way into full combo. They did not droll us, and this is our second and last search, so good. No Ghost Ogre. We're navigating all the hand trap pipelines. Cross out. They haven't Ashed yet. I feel like if they had Ash, they would use it. But just in case, you know, we'll do this in the way that makes this the most ashable. Because if they do Ash, it doesn't do anything. So let's go 1, a 2, a 3. Crunch. Okay, no Ash. We want to get you. Defense. Okay. You to the graveyard. Okay. I used a non-light monster this turn. I forgore. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna Bloom Harmonist. What do I want to give up? Probably the Ash. So we'll do this, you, and then you. We'll discard the Ash. Maybe I should have sent off this. I'm not sure if I'll even end with a fairy in hand. But I'll have the Max C. And we know they already used one. Okay, so we get our lock. We get a draw. That ain't a good one. We get you back. You will get back Chopin. We can Pendulum Shokan the Chopin. And then we fusion summon the Etoile. So Etoile plus protection. Plus Maxi. It's not great, but it's pretty good. It's a pretty good hand. We will simply draw into a fairy. There you go. Alright, we will not simply draw into a fairy unless they make us draw. But they got 4 cards to beat the lock. Will they be able to beat the lock? Put your predictions down in the comments now. Ooh, they drawing. That's a little worrying. What deck doesn't use the extra deck? Voiceless? Show me Voiceless voice. Uh-oh. They preparing for the float. Hello, Super Poly. It's Mikanko again. Well, you know what? Assuming they send this off, we'll do the same thing we did last time, except we'll have a fairy for the Herald of the Orange Light, so we will have done it anyway. Is this the same guy? No, their name before was something else. Something to do with Maxi. Okay, so activate the effect. Baka. They can't draw because Pot of Extravagance. They keep trying. I will say that sound does at least sound like what I expect the Mulcharmies to look like, or to sound like. So the lock comes back, and now we have a fairy in hand to negate extra stuff. Special summon and equip it with this card. Then you can special summon one monster from your opponent's graveyard, but it negates its effects. Uh-oh. Ash Blossom, no! We can't target it. We can destroy it though, right? No, the equipped monster can't be destroyed by card effects. Target one monster your opponent controls, equip it. Yeah, okay. So that doesn't do anything. The traps both target, and they cannot target. They will do 3,000 plus more than that, but fortunately I put everything in defense. Smort. Ouchie. Oochie. Achiwawa. Okay. Another one. Oops, all ashes. Okay, give me my gosh darn fusion spell. So what I can do is just use this and make Schubert using you and you. And then Baka will bring back Etoile. Need to get rid of their green guy. Great thing about Etoile's effects, they do not target. So to attack. We'll do this one and this one. Return 2 cards to the hand? Yes. Hold up. Pendulum Summon. Battle phase. Get in with you. And one of you. And one of you. And once more. Aria attacks for game. Get your targeting nonsense out of my house. Tired of equip cards. Yeah, it would have been a little bit more satisfying if, like, the final game was against Fiendsmith, considering how much of a menace they are, but you know what? We'll take what we can get. We at least got into Master 3. I'm happy. That gives me a little smile. I'm a smiling Joe right now. And with that, ladies and non-ladies, we've reached the conclusion of this episode. In the end, I was able to make it into Master 3 with Melodious, which is, not bad at all. I mean, it's not great, but I was worried there for a while that I'd be hard stuck in Diamond, so I consider it an accomplishment that I was able to break past that and sprint into Mid-Master. That being said, I probably could have made it to Master 1 if I knew Fiendsmith Azamina better. I mean, don't get me wrong, the deck is oppressively powerful, and we don't have a great matchup against it. But it does still have weaknesses and choke points like every other deck, and I navigated the first few days of those duels pretty poorly. I think if I were to do this again next month, my familiarity with the new meta alone would allow me to succeed slightly more often and make it just a little bit further, maybe even into the top ranks. As for Melodious as a deck, I like it. Etoile in particular is just a really fun boss monster with a unique interaction point. Her effect is really simple in principle, but the decision making that goes into it is just really neat. Like, do you banish all your monsters and leave your board empty, or do you leave some defenses but get more bounces? Do you banish her so that she comes back and you can play Etoile control next turn, or do you leave her on the field because her float effect can get you back into a lock? There's just a lot of neat questions that come from like a single card, which I really like. And I mean, yeah, other than that, Melodious is a bit one note, if you'll excuse the pun, but that's how Melodious have always been. Simple but effective. Perhaps I still have a soft spot for the archetype since I used to play it in paper, but I enjoyed my time with the singing ladies, despite the difficulty of the duels and their limited end board. But anyway, with all that said, it's both the end of the month and the end of the episode, so let's take a moment to look back over our statistics for February 2025. I ended up playing 131 duels with Melodious and made it to Master 3. We won 79 of those duels and lost 52, which gives this deck an overall win rate of 60%. We only bricked 10 times in all of that, which gives us a brick rate of just 7%, not bad at all. I went through 5 builds this month before ending on the Coder style version behind me, which contains 17 common cards, 10 super rare cards, and 28 ultra rare cards. I spent 8,000 gems on this month's deck, which would cost you about $117 if you bought them all at the store at the standard price. Finally, all of this would not have been possible without 410 awesome patrons who help support the channel. 29 of those patrons donated $25 or more this month, so I'd like to take a moment to thank them personally. Their names are Davon Crushin, Cat Monarch, Shadow 1317, Uber Super Sloth, Chris W, Ya Boy Slurp, Barbarians Are Us, Boo Hoo Bundy, Clockswork, Default Titan 97, Dancing Joker, Dude Blade X, Emperor Lelouch, Giano XG, Hyambone, Inge Magnus, it's Katsu, JJ Squirtle, Kira Vector, Koro, LK Sun, Matt, MBT Yu-Gi-Oh!, Nathan, Sanguine Strawberry, Shamadam, Tengen Toppin Bob Ross, Viscount Billy Esquire, and Wildcard Jr. Patoo. If you'd like to join them, there's a Patreon link down in the description. Just $1 gets you on my Discord, $25 gets your name in the credits, and for $10 you can get a special role that allows you to vote on what deck I play next. Speaking of which, next time on Ladder Climb, we'll be rootin' and tootin' and shootin' with Magical Musketeers / Fiendsmith. If you'd like to see me attempt this in real time, you can follow me over at twitch.tv/Hardleg Gaming, where I stream most of my duels. Otherwise, until next time, good luck and have fun.
Well, would you look at the time? It appears that that'll be it for tonight. We did have a lot more acts lined up, but it turns out most of the audience is dead. Yeah, you know, Engraver shot a guy, Poplar blew up half of the audience, and it's best we don't talk about whatever the hell Bloom Diva did, but we would like to send our sincerest apologies to... Can I help you?
Oh, yeah, we were gonna do our act?
Didn't you hear what I just said? The show's over, go home.
Oh, I don't really own one of those. The housing market in Ojama country is pretty rough, and I don't have any credit or money. I was really banking on this gig to put some coins in the old bootin' bank.
Fine. Do your stupid act and go home.
Oh boy. Alright. Here's our chance. Just gotta remember to, Oh, were the lights always this bright? Hi.
everyone. Oh jeez. Yeah. I think we forgot